If you was copping please, but your mama had to flee, you better run, tether, run, tether, run. If your homeland like trash, but them certifieds on your ass, you better run, tether, run, tether, run. You claiming USA, but you ain't FBA, you better run, tether, run, tether, run. You was popping ish, but you got here like this. You better run, tether, run, tether, run. Tupac, let them know.
I don't care what y'all think. If you whatever the fuck you think you are, and until we own some shit, I'ma call it like it is. How you gonna be a man and we starving? Go ahead. You know? And you can walk by 5 different houses, ain't a man in either one of them motherfuckers. How we gonna be a man? How we gonna be African Americans? And we out here done. We done, and we niggas until we set this shit right. Trust me when I tell you that shit.
Y'all putting run, tether, run in the chat already. Y'all came for some smoke. Certified, salute. We in the house. Let's go to work, fam. That right there is what you call an anchor tether who got dropped off, somehow ended up in Chicago, and now talk real reckless about certified foundational Black Americans. But certified foundational Black Americans, we right here, and we certified salute to the whole damn family. You already know. Family. We done already checked tether 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, Mr. Milk Dud, all of the above. But when them tethers get to popping, FBA bring the smoke, fam, and the smoke ain't what they want, so they better run tether because we run the yard. Family, Godfrey had the nerve to respond. He had the nerve to respond, and he talking even more reckless. He gonna call foundational Black American women out their name. He gonna say he ain't gonna speak for us no more. Don't threaten us with a good time, tether man, because you never spoke for us. Sit your ass down, stay your ass down. FBA, we wear the crown. Let's go to work. Let's go to the streets. Fam, this is what I'm talking about. We in here. This man done had a chance, and now he really want that FBA certified energy. But guess what? It's already over for him. Blackout 24/7. Watch this from 2 days ago, fam.
So dope everywhere we go. But man, all we got to do, Black folks, man, got to stick together, man. I don't give a what country you from. You look like me, I look like you. We all look the same. What are we doing here? What the are we doing? What is this, man? Playing drums, eating rice with meat on it. It's the same plantain. God damn, I think Capo Verde, they probably got a plantain too. Of course they probably got a, it's probably called banana nanu. Banana nanu. I bet you it's some kind of fried plantain.
People keep talking about Dave Anderson.
Who's Dave Anderson?
I don't know who it
is. Is that Professor Dave?
I guess they said I would like to see him debate Dave Anderson or Tariq Nasheed.
Who, me?
I guess they just typed it out. They didn't say it.
You.
I guess they just typed it out. They didn't say it.
You.
I guess they just typed it out. They didn't say it.
You.
Already coming out talking reckless. You know who Dave Anderson is because you follow Dave Anderson. Shout out to my bro. They know what it is, fam. Already talking reckless, fam. Here we go. This is what happens with these tethers when you tell tethers they ain't FBA, okay? When they claim USA, but they ain't FBA, this is how they act. You know damn well what it is. You know damn well you looking at them comments because the certified foundationals, they was all in the chat. Brothers and sisters was in the chat giving him that work. He a very nervous tether. He's a very scared fleer. All of that scared energy that got passed down from the fleers in his family is starting to pop out of his forehead.
Got someone on the call.
All right. Who's the next caller?
James.
What up? James.
What's going on?
You're on the air.
Hey, listen. I just want to say that I'm proud of Godfrey for going off last show. Because you've been kind of straddling in this whole FBA thing.
Listen, and this is like, we're going to have a normal conversation. What have I been straddling? Because I've been called names. They even called me a tether. They said, hey, Godfrey, don't speak up for us. This whole And so what are you?
Whole-ish. Okay, this is what we talking about. Good. Hey, fam, get locked and loaded, baby. We bringing that work today. Yeah, listen to how scared he sounds. They've been calling me a tether. They was means to me with 5 Z's at the end. Okay, and the Z stands for zebra. When your homeland look like trash and that zebra on your ass, you better run, tether. And that's what he's doing, family. Look at him talking about we was being mean to him. Didn't say nothing about him disrespecting our sisters. Didn't say nothing about him disrespecting the lineage. Talked over that, fam. Godfrey ain't nothing but a comedian TikTok tether. That's it, fam. He ain't no different than the TikTok tethers that we roast every damn night between the hours of 6 p.m. and 11 p.m. That's what he is.
Me a tether. They said, "Hey, Godfrey, don't speak up for us." This whole and so, what do you say? What do you say?
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I feel like we have to not defend these people. They're in the comment section and everything. I feel like not all Black Americans, but a lot of them have become the offended by everything, ashamed of nothing crowd. You know what I mean?
Right. Are you FBA or what are you?
See, here we go. No, I'm not FBA.
I just asked. I mean, if I can't ask you.
No, I say that because that's the typical response to questions that they ask.
No, but
Damn right, that's the damn response we give. We want to know where you from. The whole damn world gonna have to understand what lineage, heritage, and culture about. And if they don't want to understand it, we gonna wake their ass up. Black don't mean foundational Black Americans. Foundational Black Americans mean foundational Black American. I don't want to hear Black African, Black Jamaican, Black Haitian. We all Black, brother. You ain't gonna blackness your way into the lineage. Damn right we checking paperwork. Fam, listen to how these people don't want to hear paperwork questions. Listen, fam, they don't want to hear paperwork questions. If you ain't putting foundational on Black American, you letting everybody who claims to be Black in the house. That's why they're afraid. Watch this. Oh, by the way, shout out to y'all, because we did find out Flab Joe's cousin over here is a Caribbean. Fam, all that talk last week, remember when he was saying, I'm FBA too. He's a damn Caribbean. Shout out to the certified 100 in the chat, because you guys are the ones who called it out. Let's go, family.
If you have an opinion,
straddle,
we gotta know when you say that. If I can't ask you what it is, So here's what I think. Black people will never be able to get where they need to be until we remove those lines of division.
Do what you said.
Okay, so I don't understand.
So what are you? Are you American?
No,
I'm Haitian. Well, I've been here since I was 4.
A Haitian. It's a Haitian caller on the phone. I told y'all, 2 tethers of a feather gon' flock together, family. There you go. Fam, I don't know what's worse. Is it the 2 tethers of a feather that's gonna flock together? Or is it the damn feathers from them damn ostriches that is chasing them? Fam, just feathers everywhere with these folk. Or should I say, with these MFers, mother fleers. Oh, I got it all today, baby. Woke up on 100. Family, it's a Haitian calling. The same Haitians who are mad because they about to get their TPS cut off. You know, Tether Protection Services. I told Papa Doc, see you later. Take your patois somewhere else. Got your ass teleported to Port-au-Prince on Saturday. Yeah, the TPS community call. And notice, y'all, Godfrey don't have that same anger. Fam, do you see that anger with him? He looked very cool, calm, and collected. Because let me tell you, that Haitian said he came to America as a baby. And the same exact thing goes on with Godfrey. These are 2 anchor tether babies having an anchor tether baby reunion. Watch how he doesn't say nothing and turns it on us.
Do what you said.
Okay, so I don't understand.
So what are you? Are you American?
No,
I'm Haitian. Well, I've been here since I was 4. But
okay.
I'll say this. What about Black Americans that say we don't want to live in the hood or near other Black people?
No, Black people do not say that.
Mindset.
Black people do not say that.
I've been around some Black Americans.
First of all, I've had situations where Haitian women, where I was like, hook me up with your cousin. And this chick I was working, she was like, I would never have you Black American.
And she's ignorant.
Well, there's ignorance in every group.
This is what I'm saying.
Exactly.
Did y'all hear? Did you hear, fam? Did you hear Godfrey say there's ignorance in every group? Fam, a Haitian calls in and the Haitian starts talking bad about us. And the first thing Godfrey says is that there's ignorance in every group. It go both ways. We don't know yet. Wait till the facts come out. Look like Godfrey is trying to run interference. And why the hell do they have this big blob talking about if you think this person is FBA, ain't no way in hell he FBA. Notice, fam, you got the tether talking and then the tether on the phone, and then this guy's trying to run interference and speak on our behalf, fam. This is what their agenda is. Have a bunch of non-FBAs talking for FBAs. They're trying to play good cop, bad cop, but there ain't no such thing as good tether, bad tether, just all tethers. He don't speak for us. Godfrey don't speak for us, and he ain't checked the damn Haitian man.
Well, there's ignorance in every group.
This is what I'm saying.
Exactly.
You can't say that doesn't exist.
But let me say this, though. When I went to school, when I was in high school, back in the day, there was this thing called Haitian Fridays.
Okay.
Haitian Fridays down here in Miami would be.
I knew you were from Florida. They did it in Florida, yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, when school let out, Black Americans, the kids would find any Haitian and jump on them. That was Haitian Fridays for no reason.
Well, that's a group of. That's not everybody, but that was wrong.
It's wrong, but you're also talking about.
Look how Godfrey co-signed that. Look how look at him, fam. Look at Godfrey's face when that Haitian just lied and said that we jump on them every Friday. Now look at Godfrey's face when he starts talking about foundational Black American sisters. Y'all see the difference? I want everybody to notice this man's difference of energy. This broadcast gonna break down the way this man flip-flopping all over the damn place. He flip-flopping just like the damn flip-flops that his people wear in Nigeria. Look how he sat there and said, that's wrong. No, that ain't real. There's no such thing as Black Americans just jumping on Haitians. Every single certified foundational Black American in Florida has said that's cap. All my foundational Black Americans across the United States have said that's cap. That's a lie that lives in the delusional Haitian's mind because they're upset that we don't want to help them out. That's all it is. And Godfrey didn't challenge it. He didn't step to it. He didn't call it out. He said, well, that's wrong. I'm here to say that's bullish. How about that one? There's a difference between wrong and bullish.
Would find any Haitian and jump on them. That was Haitian Fridays for no reason.
Well, that's a group of. That's not everybody, but that was wrong. Everybody, but that was wrong. That's not everybody, but that was wrong.
It's wrong, but you're also talking about this is a white supremacist society set up to turn Black people against Black people.
That's right.
So, but if there's no way you could tell me that you're Haitian and you haven't heard your family members, Haitian family members, not talk about Black Americans in a negative way.
Not my family members.
None.
Not my family members.
None.
Not my family members.
Okay,
no.
what about
what when you said
stop. Family, Godfrey didn't challenge that. The Haitian man said not near one of his family members has said one bad thing about Black Americans. So let's check this out if we keep it scored. Our Black American kids terrorize them and jump them every Friday. But the Haitian man don't know one Haitian that's ever said anything bad about Black Americans. And Godfrey just let it ride. Didn't say nothing. Fam, since we got some real FBA in the house tonight, would any foundational Black American let that lie slide, family? Would any certified foundational Black American let somebody put that smudge on our name and sit there and make up lies about us and let it go unchecked? Certifieds ain't gonna let that slide. We checking everything. We checking hairlines, foreheads, paperwork, homelands, and your bullish lies. And I want y'all to notice, whoever the hell this guy is, he looks over to Godfrey and he says, are you gonna say anything? Look, he looks over to Godfrey, just checking to see if Godfrey was gonna respond. And Godfrey doesn't say nothing. He doesn't say anything. Look at dude right here. He looks over and says, okay, you gonna respond to that? And Godfrey said, no, I'm just going to change subject. Watch.
In a negative way.
Not my family members.
None.
Look at that. Looked at him. And what Godfrey do? Not a damn thing. Next subject, because he's too busy calling our Black American women out their name.
None.
Not my family members.
None.
Not my family members.
Okay,
No.
what about
What when you said I was straddling the FBA thing, what did you mean? I didn't, because the FBA thing.
I meant that. I meant that almost like it seems like they're in the chat, but you kind of like ignored a little bit until last week.
First of all, I don't have my glasses, so I can't see half the shit. So, but I didn't know. What do you mean ignore it?
Ignore it. That's just not true.
No, because first of all, the way these
Look how he's talking, fam. Oh, and the other guy, he's PONK community. Okay, so the PONK community didn't say nothing. Damn, he got PONK. He got Punjabi in there. He got Fat Joe's cousin, and he's a Nigerian. Why are they talking about Black America? With a Haitian on the phone. With a Haitian caller. Fam, rent free. They're talking about us, and we're not even there. There ain't no certifieds there. And look at him there, fam. I don't have my glasses on. I couldn't see. What do you mean I was straddling the fence? I don't know. Look at his face, fam. Look at all these I don't knows yet. I told y'all, when you start to check a tether and they can't run for it, they kick into anchor baby amnesia, or they kick into dusty dementia. He's having a severe case of tether dusty dementia. I don't know why. I don't know what you mean. What could it be, boss?
Last week.
First of all, I don't have my glasses, so I can't see half the shit. So, but I didn't know. What do you mean ignore it?
Ignore it. That's just not true.
No, because first of all, the way these responses are moving, they're moving so fast. What did I ignore?
I don't think you guys realize, like, when we're doing a podcast,
there's so many
responses, and it's in real time.
It's in real time. So if we see a comment, don't address it. We're not ignoring it. We probably just really didn't read it.
Yeah, because I'm like,
I feel you.
But James, what's something that I ignored? Did you so dope everywhere we
cap, all cap.
Like what?
I feel you.
But James, what's something that I ignored? Did you have like a comment, like someone said this about FBA and you didn't say anything? Is there anything you have?
Okay, so like videos, like there'll be videos like right now. Because of the last show, there's a ton of videos people were putting out on YouTube, like that Flacco kid.
Look at his face, fam. Look at his face. Dusty dementia, y'all. He don't know what's happening. Now he's about to get mad. Here come the tether popping out. Tether Tourette's, y'all.
He did a whole video about you.
Hey James, quick thing. If we don't comics, we don't spend time on YouTube looking up videos that people make about us. Like, so Godfrey's not sitting at home typing.
Somebody
and
made
Googling
something
himself.
about who's Flacco.
Yeah, Flacco was a Nigerian kid on Adams 22 podcast.
He was talking about me.
He basically said because the way you kind of reacted, because you did go off a little bit, like you should be ashamed of yourself.
How?
Bunch of
But it just doesn't make any sense.
But
what should I be ashamed of? I don't. Motherfuckers will talk this shit.
If you're gonna have, you had people who reacted, who called Godfrey a tether. You've had people who said who went the other way and was like, oh, you always, if you're on the internet and you think it's real life, you're bugging.
It's not.
So
there goes the FBA's only online. Fam, I want everybody to notice how they keep dropping all of these anti-foundational statements, okay? The Haitian had about 10 of them. Godfrey is acting like he don't know what's happening. And now they're saying, if you think this isn't real, then you bugging. Foundational Black Americans are outside. This is as real as it get. You can't play that y'all don't exist anywhere game no more. We outside just like you outside if they was having an all-you-can-eat buffet outside. We out here for real.
Nah, you're wilding out if you even think that somebody gives a f. Not only that, but if you're creating content, what you do is whatever controversy it is, that's what you jump on. Most f***ers don't give a f about nothing they're talking about. What I'm saying to you is the same thing. Wait a minute, let me finish. The same thing that Cardi B said. She said, without African Americans, there would be no Haitian immigrants. There would be no Caribbean immigrants. The civil rights movement was built by African Americans. You, as African Americans, you do want to be acknowledged for what you did.
We don't want to be acknowledged by y'all. Fam, why he talking on behalf of foundational Black Americans? Why is this man trying to talk on behalf? Y'all notice he low-key protecting Godfrey? Y'all notice, fam? When the temperature's getting hot, this man jumps in and starts saying, well, the Godfrey, he tried it just like Cardi B said. He just dissed us, fam. He said that we're only on the internet and most people don't agree with what we say. And then he went immediately calling us African Americans. Nobody inside or outside, online or offline, say African American. That term is RIP'd, okay? Matter of fact, it's RIB, resting in bush meat, just like half of their damn families, okay? Family, this man tried to literally protect Godfrey, and now he's trying to speak on behalf of foundationals. And let's just get straight to the damn core about this guy. Shout out to y'all, because y'all the ones who called it out. Certified salute to the team. Y'all know y'all run everything. Look at this right here, family. Look at this. Deontay Nero identifies primarily as blah, 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 blah. Born and raised in Brooklyn. He has mentioned having Caribbean heritage. Specifically, his mother's side of the family has roots in the West Indies. Non-foundational Black American. I got to do this one. This is Black Alpha. I'm sending this one out to the whole certified chat. Shout out to y'all. This is all because of y'all. Tether alert. He often draws on his upbringing in culturally diverse classic New York environment, blending Black American and Caribbean influences into his comedic storytelling and perspective on family dynamics, aka tether. So fam, it's about 4 or 5 tethers and they flocking together. He don't speak for us. Don't ever speak for us. Keep your mouth closed and try your best. I know it's hard when somebody pull out a steak or somebody pulls out a hamburger. I know you can't, but you're going to have to with us. Watch this even further. Godfrey about to snap.
We have people, immigrants, who have come here and not even given the credit for how the history. It is just the history.
Because I give props to all those African Americans.
No,
These new
First of all, I was.
There's no listen. There's Haitian dudes who are 3rd and 4th generation who ain't doing either, hustling, doing drugs and everything. As you become Americanized, you do
them too.
I don't know why you think it's better.
First of all, I grew up in America. It's so funny because my friends that grew up with me sending me messages going, Godfrey, you American, man. You grew up with us. My friends were mainly Black Americans. Mississippi, Kentucky. I played baseball, basketball, football with Black Americans. Always rolled with them. I had like African friends, but I rolled with Black people. And so when I taught, and then when I took the time in college being discriminated against at a university of 40-something thousand, only 800 Black, and all I was around was Black fraternities. My girlfriends were Black, blah, blah, blah. And then we had a Black African-American group, and we started reading Black books about African history. And then I got these bozos on here talking about I'm a tether. Who are you talking to?
Tether, yeah.
You don't even read half the books that I read. You've not even.
We talking to you, Tether man. We made ourselves clear. We talking directly to you. That's who we talking to, fam. Now he's getting mad. He getting upset. He getting bothered. He wobbling. He shook. You can't read your way into our lineage. I don't give a damn, fam. Why does he keep saying he read his way into being FBA? He done read his way into being FBA. Puerto Ricans want to pop lock their way into being FBA. Everybody got some way that they can blend in to a lineage that you can't blend in with. You notice that, family? This man starts to, my friends called me and they said, you American, F you and your friends. How about that then? All right, I got my certified family in here, and I guarantee you my certified family go further than your tether accomplices and friends. How about that one? Notice, fam, he's starting to get bothered. He didn't talk like this to the Haitian caller. The Haitian caller said that we terrorize them every week. Godfrey was nice, calm. The Haitian caller said foundational Black Americans are divisive. Godfrey was calm. Now he's starting to get real angry when he's trying to defend his tetherhood.
And then I got these bozos on here talking about I'm a tether. Who are you talking to?
Tether, yeah.
You don't even read half the books that I read. You've not even met them.
I want to know what his point is.
But he hasn't even haven't met who I've met. Stokely Carmichael. No, he's from Trinidad, and he created SNCC. He sacrificed his life to speak up for Black Americans and Black people. He's from Trinidad. No, Marcus Garvey from Jamaica. Shirley Chisholm.
Marcus Garvey Don't nobody hold him in no damn high regard. Fam, he completely out of touch. Here we go again. I met him. I knew this person. I read 5 books, and the book said I was FBA because the paper was printed in South Carolina. Boy, they be blowing out their back trying to come up with some lies, don't they? Look at this, family. He done said he read his way into a lineage. You can't do that. And let's be honest with you about Stokely Carmichael. Stokely Carmichael got up out of here when the block got hot. Yes, he did. And then he changed his name. Fam, let's go there. Let's go to a lot of these Caribbean people who come here and they activists, fam. A lot of times they end up going a little south. They end up turning at the end. They bust a left. They hit a U-turn. Let's be real. We don't hold no regard for Marcus Garvey. Don't talk to me about him.
It's Bahamian. You got all these Caribbeans that are legendary, part of the movement, and these modern day Negroes who haven't read half the shit we've read, got the nerve to call me a tether. Eat a.
That's what I'm saying.
What is your take?
Nah, let me tell you something. Like I said before, if you eat a DICK, that'd be about the only thing your family ate. Okay, I'm talking about this month, next month, month before that, double back, go around, 365. That's about the only thing y'all over there. And this is what we talking about, fam. Look how mad he is. Look how mad. You a tether op, okay? You a tether op who needs a mop to fix your damn homeland. You ain't FBA. You can't read your way into FBA and certifies and checking you on site. Your hairline is going backwards every single second. That thing started off at about 32%. It's going to be at about 15% by the end of this damn broadcast. Your forehead needs a measuring stick. You probably need a stick of deodorant, and you need to go on back to Nigeria with them lies, because that be about the only folk that'll believe you, because certified foundational Black Americans don't believe none of that. Y'all see what he talking about? He going to say these modern day Negroes, and you want to compare us to Stokely Carmichael, a Caribbean, to Marcus Garvey, a Caribbean. Marcus Garvey is a scam artist, and Stokely Carmichael, he ended up fleeing to Africa when the block got hot. FBA don't run. So we shut all that down.
All these Caribbeans that are legendary, part of the movement, and these modern day Negroes who haven't read half the shit we've read, got the nerve to call me a tether. Eat a.
That's what I'm saying.
What is your take? I'm not sure what your point is. Like I'm not being facetious. What are you saying that it's that? Are you saying that FBAs are not what they're saying is not true? Are you saying that it's not? There's not this prejudice against?
I'm saying to me they're in a xenophobic group. They should not be promoted. I'm surprised, Dante, that you even like call yourself FBA, because they're really Black MAGA. You're not.
Like what?
Stop. Godfrey didn't challenge none of that, y'all. None of that. All he did was kicked in to the same energy, fam. That was Godfrey right there a week ago. This is Godfrey right now. Notice that the energy is way different when he starts talking to them Caribbean folks than when he talks to certified foundational Black Americans. Checkmate. See yourself to the door. Foundational Black Americans have already knew that you was on op time. Your ass done been checked a long time ago, and you can't check up in here. I told everybody, fam, they better respect it, because they can't check it, or we gonna put a check on you. No longer can a tether like Godfrey, an op like Godfrey, ever speak on foundational Black American lineage, heritage, and culture. I don't give a damn who you are. See, let me tell you a little something. Since you are non-FBA, and the more you speak shows how non-FBA your ass is and how much you dream about being FBA. See, what it really is, fam, is Godfrey dreams about being a foundational Black American because he despises being a Nigerian. He wishes, just like every tether, that they were us. They wish that they had the style, the fashion, the grace that foundationals have. Hell yeah, they do. Hell yeah, fam. This is rooted in jealousy and in I want to be. He doesn't like being a Nigerian. That's why he never talks about Nigeria. He doesn't like being a Nigerian. That's why he's always trying to tie it in with America, because he feels if he can get close enough to the shore, he can do what his ancestors do, jump off the boat and land in our neighborhood. That's really what it is. They want to jump off the boat and put their feet in the sands of the United States of America. He really cannot stand being a Nigerian, which means he probably cannot stand his parents, which means he cannot stand his grandparents. Hell, did you even meet your grandparents? See, family, you got to understand, when you come from a lineage of fleers, you end up looking in the mirror and not liking the damn reflection. When you come from a lineage of warriors like foundational Black Americans, you love the mirror and you love everybody around you. This is why we dominate, and that's why they asses is always running. Fam, you don't run from your homeland if you love your homeland. You don't run from your homeland if you love the people in your homeland. You don't run from your homeland if you want to fix your homeland. All three of those equal, your ass is a coward. And all three of those equal, your ass is a tether. We wouldn't know nothing about that because we too busy being the opposite. Certified foundational Black American riders holding it down in this century, in this generation, and watching all these people crash out. This is what we mean by these individuals, y'all. And this is why we're delineating. See, let me tell everybody this. Delineation started off real good. Delineation was popping. But see, now delineation done went to another level. Delineation now is to the point where it's in full-time regulating. Well, we regulating these people and getting them the hell up out the paint. And they can't come around certified foundational Black Americans. Watch him as he breaks down even further, fam. Oh, you thought the meltdown was bad before? Watch how this man goes completely off the rails.
I'm gonna let you do that.
We can't insult our folks, man. Of course there are bad people, like I said, but we cannot continue insulting our folks. These new, what makes you better than them? I'm just saying, what makes you better than them? Honestly, what are you doing that's making you so great? What are you doing for Black people that's making it so great since these new is whack?
I'm saying this. They did the work, and because they did the work, I feel like a lot of Black Americans or a lot of Black people, even Haitians.
Look at his face, fam. How come every time the Haitian man is talking reckless about FBA, you always got on that dusty dementia face? You always got that anchor baby amnesia. He always makes this face right here when somebody's disrespecting foundational Black Americans. He never makes his face, fam, when he's going on one of his tirades. And what's up with him all telling somebody to eat a DICK? He sounds like Roland. How Roland's always saying, kiss my ass. I don't know what they got. That's some punk-defied tether energy right there, fam. All right? It's very weird that they keep inviting people to their private parts. You're inviting FBA to your private parts. I don't know what that's about. But notice, fam, he always makes that, I don't know. Let's figure it out. You know what it is. Quit hiding.
They feel like, okay, they already did the work. I don't have to do shit.
Who was they?
Ain't nobody doing that.
What about Kodak Black? He's Haitian.
Him too. He's a Black MAGA.
But I'm just saying, but you said Black Americans, bro. Kodak Black is a Haitian, but he raps and stuff, but he's a Haitian kid.
Haitian too.
I don't know what but you said these Black Americans who was there with the thing and the ones that's not, dog. You already, the fact that you're creating you're making this critique about African Americans, and then as if it's not, but after the fact, you like, I'm talking about the Haitian. Look, the young people going to act young.
That's true.
Uneducated people going to act uneducated. The problem is we don't read. Nobody reads. Problem is we don't read. Problem is we don't read. Nobody reads.
We don't read? Fam, do you see why you don't let a Latino or a West End fleas talk to you? You see why you don't let somebody from the West End fleas speak on our name? Did he just say we don't read? Did he just say we don't read? What's up with these people in reading? They always, I read my way into a lineage. The problem is that you're probably about 500 pounds heavier than what that couch holds. Number one. The problem is you speaking on my lineage and you ain't got no basis. The problem is that whole damn room is full of a bunch of chumps and ops, a bunch of scrubs that ain't got no type of validity when they talking about FBA. We don't read. Y'all see what we talking about? Move on forward.
Like what?
I feel you.
But James, what's something that I ignored? Did you have like a comment, like someone said this about FBA and you didn't say anything? Is there anything you have?
Okay, so like videos, like there.
No. Notice, fam, he's agreeing with the Haitian. Him and the Haitian are really agreeing, y'all. I want everybody to know that they're really in agreement.
Like what?
I feel you.
But James, what's something that I ignored? Did you have like a comment, like someone said this about FBA and you didn't say anything? Is there anything you have?
Okay, so like videos, like there'll be videos, like right now.
There goes that look, fam. Watch it.
So dope everywhere we go, but man, all we got to do, Black folks, man, got to stick together, man.
There you go. We got to stick together, man. Black folks, we all on the same page, man. Black folks, we all together as one, man. Family, he does not have that same energy when he's talking to the fleers. When the fleers are talking, oh, he's real cool, calm, and collected, ain't he? He ain't got no qualms, quarrels, or quirks when he's talking to the damn fleer. Soon as something pertains to a foundational Black American, this is when you start to see the real Godfrey pop out. This is when you start to see his real energy. This is when you see who he really is. Fam, he does not speak on behalf of foundational Black Americans at all, never has. This is why you got to be very careful of these anchor tethers.
And Kamala was running, I had motherfuckers, am I lying? Shitting on me every day because, oh, you shilling for the Democratic Party. And now you're looking at this orange bag of shit who fucking is trying to remove the 14th Amendment. And y'all motherfuckers shitted on me every day. I'm not super about, y'all talking, Black folks talked about how she was code switching, which is the dumbest thing I ever heard in my life. The only reason why Black people code switch is because of white supremacy. Because you in a white society, you have to adjust so that you make white people comfortable. So everybody code switches. So the fact that they was like, is she Indian? Is she Black? That bitch ain't Black. It's just dumb. It's dumb. And then you put this motherfucker in.
And here comes the caping for the Democrats. Family, you knew the Democratic caping was on its way. Here it goes, family. They done went from FBA's bad, FBA's wrong. Now they into, let's talk about the Democrats. How in the hell did caping for Kamala come up? Somebody tell me how the hell it took this turn. You see why they really, absolutely, I see y'all. Yeah, Kamala's not FBA. Y'all see anybody who's not FBA they like? Anybody who tries to false claim foundational Black America, they love them. There's this obsession with it. Why? Oh, they go even further, fam. Watch how they start trying to throw extra credit towards her.
Office that overturned in Project 2025 in the paperwork, Stephen Miller and them motherfuckers, we're going to give police officers unmitigated qualified immunity to not be responsible for any violence that they do in the context of their, and motherfuckers voted for Trump on this and talked about Kamala because she said something about collard greens or whatever the fuck. The reason why you code.
Look at him, fam. He wants some of them collard greens from Kamala. Fam, listen, they going full Democratic shield. Full Democratic shield. He said something about Kamala. He said Project 2025, fam. This is a Democratic-sponsored tether. All of them, fam. These are all Democrat-sponsored tethers.
Switch is because you have to. White people don't code switch because they own the whole system. So they don't have to make anybody feel comfortable. So this historically, half the motherfuckers don't even know what the fuck they talking about. Motherfuckers don't know what the 14th Amendment was. They're trying to overturn birthright security, birthright citizenship. What? And motherfuckers, birthright citizenship, and birthright citizenship, and turn birthright security, turn birthright security, birthright.
This man said birthright security. This is what this is really about, Black Americans. You know we gonna bring the facts with the receipts, fam. This is all because foundational Black Americans done delineated, regulated, and separated, and now we got all these people's favorite political party that brings them in by the flocks up against the ropes. This all has something to do with they love the Democrats and the Democratic Party, and we have made the Democratic Party's name dirt in these streets. So they send out these well-paid tethers to try to big up Kamala, try to talk about the 14th Amendment, and this guy said birthright security, can't even get it out. This is what we mean, fam. This is why you have Kamala's people right here. Look, fam, this is Mr. Punjabi. Notice how Mr. Punjabi is listening very carefully to Mr. West End Fleas. West End Fleas and Mr. Punjabi are all in the same room with Mr. PONK. And they all sitting back with Godfrey. It's just a hell of a lot of dirt. And certified foundational Black Americans is stepping right over them.
Citizenship, and motherfuckers are sitting around, and I had motherfuckers, am I lying? every fucking day.
Every day they were doing that shit.
Pay $20 to shit on me because I was screaming about
and now
this.
our shit is in shambles, and you're learning, and you can't afford health care. You can't afford health care, none of that shit. And he did exactly what he was going to say. Dante said it over and over, and we're fucked. And now everybody's looking like fucking idiots.
I'll just say one thing before I get off. Shout out to all the African Americans that came before that did the work so we could be here. But these new niggas,
nigga, I'm not going to let you say that. I mean, because it's not.
The Haitian still talking. Fam, the Haitian dude sat back, let them babble for 5 minutes, and now the Haitian guy says, shout out to all the African Americans. Fam, let me tell you what they're doing, fam. Now they're trying to say, well, the African American is the good foundational Black American. Hell no. The African American is an African who's here in America. The African American ain't us. Now what they're trying to do is make it look like we loved us, the African American. Can they please come back? We want the African American. Can they call themselves that again? We need the African American. We hope to see the African American. We believe the African American. Fam, they're trying to spin the game and twist us out of FBA, but they don't understand we un-F-woodable. Hell no. Untouchable, unmatched, unbreakable, stronger than ever. And notice, y'all, Godfrey doesn't change. Look at him. Again, fam, he was just cussing at us a minute ago. He told us to eat a DICK a minute ago. He was saying all these terms. But look again, fam. Now he's nice and quiet when somebody's talking about us.
Yeah, nigga, I'm not going to let you say that. I mean, because it's new. Yeah, it's new Haitians.
What are you talking about? New? What are you talking about? New niggas though? What do you mean?
Because he's saying African Americans. These new niggas.
No, you can't say that, man. You can't say that.
There's uneducated people because they have systematically removed our ability to have schools, and your schools are attached to the real estate. So read read the book.
But
and Kamala was wrong.
Since these new
I'm saying this. They did the work, and because they did the work, I feel like a lot of Black Americans or a lot of Black people, even Haitians, they feel like, okay, they already did the work. I don't have to do shit.
Who is they?
Ain't nobody doing that.
What about Kodak Black? He's Haitian.
Him too. He's a Black.
Who the hell listens to Kodak Black? Nobody.
My thing is this. My thing is this with the tether thing. Do you have a better argument? What have you read? That's all I ask. Since I'm this tether, I won't speak up for any of you guys anymore.
I think he's talking about Dakota.
How about that? How about I don't speak up for you anymore?
First of all, I think there needs to be a classification for immigrants who come to this country who have been nothing but in Black culture. Godfrey been in Nigeria twice.
Yeah.
What the would he know about Nigeria?
I grew up in Chicago, which is a very Black city.
Y'all want to go ahead and agree with Godfrey? He said he don't want to talk for us no more, family. You heard it? He said he don't want to talk anymore, family. He said, I'll just quit talking for y'all. Listen to him. He said he ain't going to talk for us no more. He said, how about that? He got a proposition, fam. Who want to take him up on it?
Reading the white man's Bible instead of reading a book.
How's this tether babble? You. How's this tether babble? You got my thing is this. My thing is this with the tether thing. Do you have a better argument? What have you read? That's all I ask. Since I'm this tether, I won't speak up for any of you guys anymore.
I think he's talking about Dakota.
How about that? How about I don't speak up for you anymore? I don't speak up for you anymore. How about that? How about I don't speak up for you anymore?
You never did. Yeah, you never did, homeboy. Hey, and let me point out something to everybody. The people in the chat were going off on the Haitian for having tether babble. Godfrey is not defending himself. Godfrey is defending the Haitian. Everybody in the chat is saying that the Haitian was tether babbling. Godfrey gets mad and said, how is that tether babble? AKA, Godfrey was co-signing what the Haitian was saying. He was running protection for the Haitian. Soon as the Haitian said that stuff about African Americans, we were like, man, that's tether babble. Then Godfrey said, how is this tether babble? Because it's coming from a tether.
The young people going to act and read. Nobody has Bible instead of reading a book.
How is this tether babble? you. How's this tether babble? You got my thing is this. My thing is this with the tether thing. Do you have a better argument? What have you read? That's all I ask. Since I'm this tether, I won't speak up for any of you guys anymore.
I think he's talking about the Carter.
How about that? How about I don't speak up for you anymore?
First of all, I think there needs to be a classification for immigrants who come to this country who have been nothing but in black culture.
Stop. Y'all heard that, right? Oh, man. I love y'all certifieds. Y'all caught it. Y'all hear what he just said? There needs to be a classification for immigrants who come here and get into black culture. Y'all see how they trying to come up with new terms? Y'all see how they trying to spin it? Listen to what he just said, fam. There needs to be a classification. They're trying to come up with a new classification, y'all. They're trying to come up with a FBA by common laws. They're trying to common law foundational black Americans, fam. If you come over here and you've been around FBAs for 5 years, now you're an FBA. And then 5 years going to turn into 5 months. Then 5 months will turn into 5 weeks. Then 5 weeks will turn into 5 days. And 5 days will be you're an FBA too. They're trying to have a common law FBA. This is coming directly from the Democratic plantation. This is their way of trying to stifle our delineation. That's whooping that ass right now. They're trying to come up with every single term, fam. Everything here is a bunch of dusty, rusty, always musty-ass tethers and punks who are trying to make different terms to prevent FBA from stomping their ass out like we are. Another classification
for immigrants who come to this country who have been nothing but in black culture. Godfrey been in Nigeria twice.
Yeah.
What the would he know about Nigeria?
I grew up in Chicago, which is a very black city. If you don't know the history of Chicago,
it's a slur. It's a slur.
I'm just saying people want to try and disrespect me, but then I speak up for black women. But even in our business, we have taken chances on our careers to speak up for black women. And then I say one little thing, and then some black women go, "Oh, you ain't." I go, "Shut the f up." I speak up for you guys.
That's the offended by every.
I go, "Shut the f up." "Oh, you ain't." I go, "Shut the f up." I go, "Oh, you ain't." I go, "Shut the f up." I speak.
Your mama, homeboy, your mama. Don't you ever disrespect foundational black American women, fam. That's the second time in a week where he done called foundational black American sisters out their damn name. This ain't nothing but that RAP you-know-what festival out there in Nigeria. That's how his daddy talked to his mama. Y'all see, where the hell did that come from? You ain't said that to the Haitian man on the phone. You ain't said that to Mr. Papa Doc. You ain't said that to Mr. TPS. You ain't said a damn thing when that Haitian man was making all those lies on foundational black American lineage. You ain't said a damn thing when that Haitian man was calling out every damn thing. And now you want to come out here and say that about foundational black American women? Last week you said they was MFers. Now you want to say BITCH. We don't talk like that to our sisters. That right there is further proof, further reason why we G-checking your ass. That's why everybody knows that forehead, that hairline, and everything in between is nothing but a damn tether. That ain't nothing but a damn mop. That ain't nothing but a damn op. And your ass can get the hell up off the block. That's what we talking about, family. We talking about your anchor ass mama. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm talking about that anchor mama that had your ass right there on the port, about to hop on the damn boat. Yeah. That's who we talking about. Yeah, you know the anchor mama that had your ass in Nigeria. Yeah. That's who we talking about. We talking about that anchor mama that ended up having your ass on the 150 horror. Oh, 150 horror. I get it now. He was talking about his mom. His mom's in the title. Damn, fam. Excuse me. I'm sorry. It's almost Leo season. Sometimes I get ahead of myself. The 150 Horror Podcast. This is a dedication to Mrs. Mutombo Godfrey. I got it, fam. Mrs. Mutombo Godfrey is the inspiration to his whole podcast. That's why it's the One54 Podcast. Because, they can't respell any damn way. And they ain't got no logic any damn way. And they ain't got no hairline any damn way. And they ain't got no deodorant any damn way. And they ain't got no home line any damn way. So, family, there you go. That's him. There it is. He was talking about his mom. Now we see it.
To speak up for black women. And then I say one little thing, and then some black women go, oh, you ain't shit. I go, shut the up. I speak up for you guys.
That's the offended by everything.
The time. I speak up. I'm not perfect. I'm not speaking up for everything. I don't say everything perfectly, but most of the times, you know what I'm on. I'm all about protecting black folks no matter where they're from.
He's all about protecting black folks after he just sat there and called our sisters out of their name. Y'all see why we don't deal with these damn tethers, family? You see why it's G-checking, family? Do you see why the regulators done mounted up, family? You damn right, you damn right, you damn right. That's how we move it. This is what it is, fam. You're dealing with a tether, straight up and down. You're dealing with an absolute op. You're dealing with a scrub. You're dealing with an outsider. You're dealing with an outcast who can skip right on back to wherever the hell they came from. An anchor baby tether. And that's worse than just a regular tether, family. That's what you're seeing. These individuals had every single type of aggression for foundational black Americans, but ain't say the damn thing when they was talking about folk from their homeland. Ain't say a damn thing with that Haitian on the phone. Let me tell you something, fam. Now that I played you the clip, did y'all hear him challenge that Haitian dude with the same energy? Did y'all see it? Fam, I'm waiting. Did you hear him say anything about that Haitian man who called in disrespecting foundationals? No, you didn't, because they never do. They only got energy for foundational black Americans. So guess what? Shit, we got energy right on back for them. And like I told y'all, fam, our energy go way further because we certified. That's the difference, fam. You can't put no certified and no tether in the same damn place because the tether going to do what they do best, fam. They going to run. They're going to be jumping out of closed windows to get away from this FBA energy certified vibe. Y'all watch this. This is what I'm talking about. Black Americans, we've been knowing this about this dude. Ain't nothing new, family. We've been knowing who this guy was, and we calling it out. Brothers and sisters got this dude in check mode.
I've been knew Godfrey wasn't shit. I knew he wasn't shit when a couple of years ago, I saw a clip, not a show, a clip, not a scene, not a full scene. Can't tell you what they was talking about before or after this. I saw a clip of his interpretation of his father growing up towards Black American men. He was mimicking his Nigerian father and his interpretation of Black American men when he was growing up. See, that's enough for me. See, I don't need to wait until a motherfucker do something. All I have to do is assess what you've been bred to be. You was bred to be a hater. You are the son of a hater. You are the son of a man who had to run to another man to provide for his children. And he has nothing positive to say about that man. You a sucker like your daddy. But my whole thing is this. You have these people. These are Africans. Right? You have these people, you have Nigerians who have been banned from Africa.
Stop. He is sucker like his daddy. Sucker like his daddy. Yep, he been fleeing because he's a sucker like his daddy. You a sucker like your daddy.
Like your daddy. But my whole thing is this. You have these people, these are Africans. Right? You have these people, you have Nigerians who have been banned from African countries. These are genetic Africans. These are people who are more genetically aligned with each other, more than they are genetically aligned with us, that have banned these people. They're not over here comfortable. They're not over here living comfortably. They are over here disturbing our comfort. Everything we say, they are building behind everything that we say. They are not minding their own business. They're not building community with each other. You feel what I'm saying? They're standing in front of everything that we say and do. We are the biggest topic for these people, and we are tired of it. We need to be the 40th country that done banned these people. We need to be the 40th country in real due time between Burna Boy and his mama.
Damn, Burna Boy and his mom getting smoked too, huh? Everywhere they go, they getting smoked, fam. Everywhere you turn around, they getting smoked, and they deserve every single piece of smoke that they get, family. Every single one. Yes, indeed. This is what we're talking about, fam. Every single place where you see a tether, you see a failure, okay? You got to put those two synonymous with each other, fam, simultaneously with each other, fam. These individuals together collectively just lose. They lose it, losing. You run everywhere. You got to understand, y'all. When he looks at his mom, he sees a fleer, okay? When he looks at his dad, he sees a fleer. The only time a tether sees success is when they look at us. Remember that, fam. Lock that one on in. The only example for success is foundational Black Americans. The only example of winning is foundational Black Americans. So this is why he crashes out, and this is why he melts down. And this is why foundational Black Americans done escort his ass. Godfrey, you done got your ass personally escorted the hell about the community. And certified salute to all my brothers and sisters in Chicago. Because I talked to Chicago, and Chicago said they don't rock with you. Yeah. I talked to Chicago, and Chicago said that you are closer to the Congo than Chicago. I talked to Chicago, and Chicago said they don't claim, don't stand by, and don't represent no damn Godfrey. And then Chicago told me to deliver you this message that anytime your ass is in a jam, quit bringing up Chi-Town, because Chi-Town ain't going to come around to save you. I want you to go ahead and lock that one on in, Mr. Tetherman, because the block is hot and everybody knows it. And everybody's been seeing it. This is why foundational Black Americans been putting it all on the line. ASAP, quick, fast, in a hurry.
And man, Godfrey has doubled down on the comments that was made by David on his show, right? And a lot of people have been surprised about Godfrey's approach and everything because a lot of people thought Godfrey was an ally. He was somebody that's not going to disrespect Black Americans and make sure his people don't disrespect Black Americans. But Godfrey, like many other Africans, Nigerians, Ghanaians, all of them, they two-faced it. He's gonna do the I'm with the Black Americans in your face, but moment he gets with his people and fuck them niggas. You feel me? And that's exactly what you're seeing on this show. He's with other Nigerians discussing Nigerian issues, and every time Black Americans are brought up, it's brought up in a negative light, or it's on some we got to go back to Africa shit. And it's just crazy that you don't hear outrages coming from, you know, the Pan-African community, because in my opinion, they are the ones who enable this type of stuff, this type of disrespect. Godfrey knows what the dude said was wrong, but he's still standing with him. He's still standing with him. And then he tries to move away like, oh, that was the guy's statements. You was right there kicking it with him. You was saying facts. You was encouraging the behavior, you know? So you seeing it in real time. But a lot of people, they want to have this fake bond that really don't exist and acting like we cool, you know? And this is not the first time. There was a guy on TikTok exposed Godfrey like a couple years ago for saying wild shit in his comments about Black Americans. So yeah, to the people that's surprised about this or you're taken back, this is not nothing new, man. They always have been two-faced to us. You understand? I remember.
How many of y'all been know Godfrey was an op? How many of y'all been known Godfrey wasn't like us? How many of y'all been known that this dude eventually was going to have a full meltdown and panic mode and show the world exactly what type of time he was on? Let me see some hundreds in the chat if y'all always side-eyed this dude. If y'all always looked at this dude with that FBA skepticism. If you knew damn well something wasn't adding up properly. Yep, the foundationals is talking. The foundationals is talking, family. And it's showing you exactly what we know is that this dude ain't one of us, and we can see one from a mile away. We can see a tether from a mile away. And it's getting better every single day. Y'all see right there, fam? Brothers and sisters, we've been seeing how they are, because let me tell you, he's the same exact way that they all are. But let me tell you even further, fam. Right now, word on the curb is that he has this little comedy thing going on, this little comedy show, this little comedy special, and the tickets is trash. Word on the street is that the tickets ain't selling. Word on the street is that he thought he was going to be in a big venue, and that itch got smaller and smaller and smaller. Word on the curb, next he might be performing in the damn trailer. But he's from Nigeria, so, you know, he might be used to that, right? Fam, they have no problem performing in the bushes, okay? He's going to be the first person to ever have a comedy special with the bushmeat while he's in the bushes. So, family, FBA did that. And we're going to do exactly to him what we did to all the Jackie Chan and Lucy Liu stores. And the same exact thing we did to the Essence Festival. Because the Essence Festival done flopped. Remember, y'all, this 24/7 blackout goes to anybody. A lot of people thought the blackout was just about stores. They thought it was just about political parties. I said, hell no. The blackout can get anybody, collectively or individually. And individually, when we target you and you get that blackout, your ass goes from on stage to the bushes. And that's exactly where you see God flee at, in the bushes, and ain't nobody listening. You might get a couple goddamn cheetahs and a couple honey badgers. They may listen to you, and you're used to that. But FBA, we over here used to winning. So stay watching, stay looking, because we're going to stay on the game. Look at this, family. This is what I'm talking about even further. Notice, y'all, just a few days ago, he had somebody on his show. Y'all remember the dude from The Lion King? Remember that, fam? That stuff. Godfrey made a joke about that guy. And when everybody said apologize, Godfrey apologized. Tell me, do you see the same energy here, fam?
I'm going to issue a formal apology to you. I have no problem with that because I appreciate you. First of all, I'm having fun with you. I think you're awesome. Yeah. So we're going to be friends. We already know we're going to be hanging out. Yeah. So, but I want to issue an apology of not knowing and being emotional just as a protection of another comedian. Like, yo, man, because, as a composer, you can be with Hans Zimmer going, nah, man, sue them something, right? Yeah. And I understand that. And I'm in the comedy world. He's like an NFL. He's going to talk like with his bros. So I want to apologize to you for being misinformed and reacting that way. Yeah. But now that I know it, and like I said, this is to bridge. This is what we do. We all the same. We come from the same cloth. Yeah. We are real family, and we're supposed to talk like this.
And we're supposed to.
You're supposed to call me out on that.
Yeah.
And
wait.
Call me out on that. Yeah. You're supposed to call me out on that. You're supposed to call me out on that.
You're supposed to call him out on his ish. Fam, do y'all see how he's saying that the African man can call him out on his BS? But when Black Americans try to call him out on his BS, he started calling our women out their name. It's funny how he says the African can call him out for being wrong, but when we call him out, he calls us out of our name. Y'all see what I'm talking about? Every time you see a damn tether, they're always going to get on the same page. They have a tether allegiance. Tethers do not place foundational Black Americans or blackness above their tetherism. That is his tether friend, his tether partner. And now, fam, we're making all of them stand in what the hell they've been sitting in. If you're going to be tether time, be on tether time. This is how they act when they get around each other, fam. It's always a different set of energy. Same way how he was nice and sweet on that damn Haitian phone call. Same way he nice and sweet right here.
This is what we do. We all the same. We come from the same cloth. Yeah. We are real family, and we're supposed to talk like this.
And we're supposed to.
You're supposed to call me out on that.
Yeah.
And I, my man, shake your hand. You're supposed to call me out on that. Call me out on that. Yeah. And my man, shake your hand, man. I give you an apology for real. Yeah.
Look at that right there, fam. A tether hug. There you go, fam. Tether hug. That's what you see. That's what it is. I told everybody, family, these individuals are always going to operate on that type of time because that's who these individuals are. And if you notice, y'all, every single time you see somebody on his broadcast, they're Africans, they're Jamaicans, or they're Haitians. And they're always talking about foundational Black Americans. These people have an allegiance towards each other that they don't have with us. Good. We don't want it any damn way. But we're going to expose it. I tell people all the time, you know the rules that I like the most? I like the rules that are understood. The rules that we can all play by. Not no rules for them, rules for them, rules for them, a different set for us. No, hell no. No. Family, tethers have an allegiance to other tethers. Immigrants have an allegiance to other immigrants. All of that love letter talk, all of that we love y'all Black Americans, I'm here to tell you what it is, fam. 100% of the immigrants who talk all that talk about y'all be nice to Black Americans, what that really is are the immigrants who they don't want the other immigrants to mess up their meal ticket of FBA. Remember that. When you see Jackie Chan get on the internet and he says, we have a problem in the Asian community with anti-Blackness. He's not saying that because he wants to stop anti-Blackness. He's saying that because he wants to continue to fool Black people. And the overt, open anti-Blackness is messing up his business. Anytime you see a Jamaican or a Haitian or an African, and they say, I'm calling out the anti-Black Americanism in the diaspora, they're not doing that for our well-being. They're doing that because they feel the other ones are going to make the block hot for them. Notice half of the Asians that you've seen that came out and were making those videos about stopping anti-Black hate from the Asian community, half of them own stores. They own stores, fam. They had something to gain. They didn't want the Asians who don't own stores to mess up their business because they do own stores and they need their business from Black Americans. Same thing with Mr. Godfrey. When he comes out and he talks all this uniting with Black folks, fam, let me say something. Everybody who says that they want to unite with Black Americans are people who don't want to mess up the bag that they get from Black Americans. They don't say that in reality. They don't say that behind closed doors. How do you know this? It's because when they get behind closed doors, like the 4 podcast, they talk reckless about us. All the 154 podcast is how Godfrey speaks about Black Americans when he's around other tethers. The same exact way that his daddy and his mama talk. This is why he's so quick to call foundational Black American women out their name, because he understands that foundational Black American women are stronger than him. Foundational Black American women are stronger than Godfrey, Godfrey's mama, Godfrey's daddy, Godfrey's whole goddamn homeland. That's why foundational Black American women have built this country. You can't say the same thing about Nigerian tethers. So this is where the jealousy comes from. They're jealous of Black American men. They're jealous of Black American women. They're jealous of foundational Black American kids. They're jealous of everything that is foundational Black American, because foundational Black America, we remind them of everything that they failed at, which is everything. Let me show y'all another person he loves to flock with. Oh, yeah. Let's look at the company that he keeps, fam. Fam, you knew it was up when he was out there with Joyless Flea. Fam, when you're running with Joyless Flea, doesn't that tell you everything you need to know? Yeah. Fam, this is full-time Democratic Shield energy, and it ain't certified energy. If you see a certified, point them out. But I tell you what, they ain't never seen a certified. Remember when Joyless Flea was talking like this?
I think there's a sense that African people sold us away and forgot about us, but they forget those people were destroyed. You know, as Michael Harriot said, and we had him on for our Black History special, if Black people were selling other Black people, why did you need a fort? If this was a transaction that was mutual and the kings of Africa were just selling off Black, well, then why did you need to build giant forts? You build giant forts because you were having wars with those kings who you were stealing their people. You wouldn't need a fort if you were selling and buying.
And that's something that people like. That's the information that gets passed out a lot. You hear, well, your people sold.
They love to throw that out there. Take your burden off them.
Yeah,
that's correct.
Because the history gets distorted that way, and it minimizes. And I've always been a person, and I know they trash me online, but I want to know, like, what is the connection point? Because you said it. Once that happened, it cut the connection. I literally physically saw it when you said that, almost like a cord being like. Is there ever going to be a connection point between African?
He doing that little hand gesture a little too much for me. He look like he enjoys that little hand gesture. Is there ever going to be a connection between Mr. Mutombo and Mr. Mutombo and Labumba? Is there ever going to be a connection between them guys? He looked like he liked that a little too much, didn't he, fam? He put his hands together too quick.
To know, like, what is the connection point? Because you said it. Once that happened, it cut the connection. I literally physically saw it when you said that, almost like a cord being like. Is there ever going to be a connection point between African immigrants and Black Americans?
It's already
happening now. Yeah.
It's happening now.
Yeah.
If you go to Ghana right now, you will see African Americans on every street. Yeah. They're getting their residency. They're getting their citizenship. Yeah. They're moving back. They're
No, they're not. And they're getting unalived. Fam. The 154 podcast was designed to push anti-foundational Black American delineation agendas. That's what it was all about, fam. It's all designed to push anti-foundational Black American delineation. Black Americans ain't going to no damn Ghana, and you ain't seeing us all up and down the streets.
Investing. Africans, we reconnected the umbilical cord ourselves. And that's why you're always talking about white people are mad.
Notice she just said we. Notice, fam, any other time Joyless Reed talks like she's a Black American. She's always cosplaying us. Once they get together, they Africans again. So they just want to play hopscotch, back and forth, in and out the lineage.
Citizenship, they're moving back, they're reinvesting. Africans, we reconnected the umbilical cord ourselves. And that's why you're always talking about white people are mad. The 1619 Project was one of those moments where Black people said, no. We're going to recreate our own history. We're going to tell our own story. And that story does not mean that we come from slavery. We don't come from slavery. You all come from oppression. You guys come from robbery and theft. And you need to own that.
Yeah. And you are the person who comes from the background that sold each other. Y'all see what we talking about with her, fam? Oh, and she been getting real reckless. Notice, fam, she's real African right here. Notice, right? You notice how African she is? Notice, though, that African stuff go out the window real quick, y'all, when she starts talking this nonsense right here. Did you see her say that we owe Haiti? Did y'all see this, fam? Did you see her say that Black Americans owe Haiti? And did you see her say Crispus Attucks is a Haitian? Watch this.
Toussaint Louverture and the Haitian Revolution, we can thank Haiti and Toussaint Louverture and the Haitian Revolution for literally 40% of the landmass of the United States, because it was the Haitians who valiantly sent Napoleon Bonaparte packing with his tail between his legs back to Europe. And then he did a fire sale to the United States. He said, Thomas Jefferson, please buy this off of me. I can't be here with these people. They're killing us. And it was that revolution that caused the sale of 40% of the landmass of the United States to
it opened up the country, westward expansion, and then the rest is history.
No Haiti, no Western U.S. The whole Western U.S. does not exist without Haiti having, bled.
Oh, get the hell out of here, fam. What's up with them now trying to claim all of basically the Southwest area? What's up with them, fam? Y'all been noticing this? They've been out here trying to claim all of that. Louisiana, Mississippi, Texas belong to us. If it wasn't for the Louisiana Purchase, y'all notice tethers are always if it wasn't for. Y'all notice that? It's always if it wasn't for this, we'd have that. If it wasn't for this, we'd be here. It's always a what if, okay? If ifs and buts was candy and nuts, we'd all have a Merry Christmas, okay? If my aunt had balls, she'd be my uncle. All y'all got is a bunch of ifs, and it's all lies at that.
For freedom, for its own freedom, and they've
approached. And also, too, don't forget that Haitians fought for the U.S. during the War of Independence.
That's correct.
So, it is Battle of Savannah.
Yep, and I'm right down here in Savannah, and them Haitians came down here and got their ass whooped. They don't tell you that, family. Here goes another half story. Yeah, there was Haitians, and the Haitians got scissored. They got served up.
And so after that,
I believe Crispus Attucks was Haitian.
Yeah, and after that experience, that's when they go after that.
I believe Crispus Attucks was Haitian.
Yeah, and so after that,
I believe Crispus Attucks was Haitian.
No, he wasn't. Now, fam, they want to claim Crispus Attucks because he's the first person to put his life on the line for America. He wasn't no damn Haitian. Family, that wasn't no Haitian. Let me tell you what Crispus Attucks was, fam. He was an indigenous, foundational Black American. And there wasn't even no damn Haiti. Like the Haitians didn't come over here until the Immigration Act. They always trying to exaggerate how many Haitians were here. They're always trying to make it look like there was 1 billion Haitians here. There was 500 million. They was here the first ones. No, the hell he wasn't. He was a true-to-life foundational Black American. I'm talking about to the core. He came from a descendant of a slave, and his mother, I believe, was an indigenous, which indigenous Black. So indigenous Black, and then slave, which is a mixture of indigenous Black. That's a foundational Black American every damn day. I even had to put it on the line right there, fam. Look at this. Yep. Go ahead, read the screen, fam. Full evidence and timeline you laid out. Crispus Attucks was absolutely a foundational Black American. By connecting all the pieces of the puzzle, you brought forward his identity, and it becomes crystal clear. I had to tell that to the goddamn internet. Ain't nobody gonna be running around here just trying to throw their damn homeland on top of us. I'm gonna tell you that now. Fam, the days of these people thinking that they can just claim foundational Black Americans and we ain't gonna clap back, that's over with. Because what she's trying to do is claim him. So after she claims him, she can say, well, technically, aren't we all Haitian? Because if he's Haitian, then we's Haitian and we all's Haitian. That's what it is. And fam, then she can start saying that they're foundational. Yeah. Oh, yeah, fam. That's really what that's about. That's what that's about, fam. Yeah. They're trying to make it look like he is foundational. Y'all got to watch the Crispus Attucks, fam. They never ever talked about that. Notice this, fam. They never talked about Crispus Attucks because they understood he was always somebody that we pointed to, typically when we were talking to the dominant society. I want y'all to notice Crispus Attucks used to be something we would go against the dominant society with. We would use him and his name against the dominant society. Whenever the dominant society start talking that Africa stuff or y'all ain't really American, we say the first person to ever put it on the line was Crispus Attucks. That's a foundational Black American through the truest sense. And the dominant society used to argue with us about that. And then they got quiet. They said, damn, good. He's the ultimate rebuttal when anytime someone starts talking that Africa stuff. Anytime someone starts talking that Africa stuff or that heritage American, we always point to him. Now the Tethers done seen it. So the Tethers are going to try to claim him because then they can start saying, technically, Haitians were the first people to put it all on the line for America. So technically, we need to bring back TPS. You see what they're doing, fam? They want to go back to the original. I told everybody before, they want to get rid of foundational Black American ancestry first because that's a domino effect. This is why you have Godfrey and the 154 Podcast, and they platform all these people. If they can erase foundational Black American ancestry, then by default, that ends up taking us down. And then on top of that, that ends up taking down the future. This is why we're very, very prominent and very, very clear about how we protect our ancestors. They were running around here trying to say that Harriet Tubman was from the Ashanti tribe. Bam, they do it all the time. They always go back in time because they can't deal with us now. They know they don't want no smoke right here today. So they always got to go back. We'll just claim him. And technically, that'll make Haitians look like true patriots. And that's why you seen that one lady. Then that big square jaw lady, wasn't she out there talking about some Haitians built America? Notice that, fam. Haitians built America, and Joyless Reed saying that Crispus Attucks was Haitian. Y'all see how they're trying to insert Haitians in the past and replace foundational Black American ancestors with them? That's what we're talking about. Even further, fam. She went right on down the line with the same cap.
Yeah, and after that experience, that's when they went back to Haiti and said, hey, wait a minute, what's wrong with this picture? We were fighting for their independence and then we're slaves. And so hence the Haitian Revolution started.
Exactly. And in addition to that.
Stop. Notice when she said that about Crispus Attucks, you notice this guy at the bottom, he talked over her. Y'all notice that he didn't really even say anything. He didn't agree with her, fam. He just went right on and just said, oh, yeah, okay, whatever. He didn't really go in because he knows she's lying. Sometimes, fam, these tether lies are so bad that other tethers don't even believe them. Other tethers don't even believe them, fam. This dude just goes right around it. He goes, yeah, okay, anyway. Watch. He doesn't stop and acknowledge her.
The sale of 40% of the landmass of the United States to
it
this
opened up the country, westward expansion, and then the rest is history.
No Haiti, no Western U.S. The whole Western U.S. does not exist without Haiti having, bled for freedom, for its own freedom, and they've
and also too, don't forget that Haitians fought for the U.S. during the War of Independence.
That's correct.
So, yeah, it is Battle of Savannah, and so after that,
I believe Crispus Attucks was Haitian.
Yeah, and after that experience, that's when they go.
Look at that, fam. He just yep, and just kept going. He just said yep, and just kept going.
And after that experience, that's when they go. After that,
I believe Crispus Attucks was Haitian.
Yeah, and so after
there you go. That lets you know right there. Absolutely, fam. There's no connection at all. Their timelines don't even add up. Their timelines don't add up at all. They're always trying to make it look like there's some type of connection. Your timelines don't add up. They always try to place themselves in a country that they were not present to be in. Never, not at all. And foundational Black Americans been knowing that. And when you start talking about foundational Black Americans knowing a lot of things and knowing a lot of people who tell a hell of a lot of lies, let me run that all the way back, fam, because we've been doing some research over here on the Foundational Black American Black Alpha Network, y'all. And not only, as we said, you've seen Godfrey real close and snuggling up next real tight to Joyless Flea. There's some other tethers that he's been very, very cool with. Yeah, family. He's been locked in with a lot of people from the tether community. Yes, the hell he has. And if you notice, as we say, two tethers of a feather gonna flock together, because that's exactly what the hell they do. He's been also clicked in with all of these other Democrats. Every time you see Godfrey, you see a Democratic shield. Every time you see Godfrey, you see somebody who's anti-FBA. Every time you see Godfrey, bound to see somebody else. Let me show y'all somebody that he's real plugged in with, y'all. Y'all look at your screen. Look who Godfrey had a conversation with Joyless Flea about. Yeah, just to let everybody know that thinks that Godfrey is a ride or an ally. Fam, look who he had a hell of a lot of great things to say about.
Martin, who really went independent after, because I remember when Roland Martin was on.
He's on CNN
and schooling people. Roland it was so great. It was him, the Latin lady that was out on The View now.
Right.
It was her, and they would go at it, and he'd be like, I got receipts.
It's literally how he sounds.
That's more Steve Harvey.
No. That's Roland Martin. I'm around. It would be like, I got receipts, boy. Your ass better understand that I don't know what you done did. I'm gonna tell you this right. That's Steve Harvey. But Roland's like this. I got receipts. See, here's the problem. See, back in 1970, Roland don't play. Alpha Phi Alpha, he don't play.
He does not play.
This man love Roland. All Democrats, fam. Everything is Democrat. Look at him over here. Roland don't play. Yeah, of course Roland don't play. When he's at Applebee's, when he's at Popeye's Chicken, of course not. But trust me, Roland is a tether just like Godfrey.
Alpha Phi Alpha, he don't play.
He does not play.
And he was so good during the Obama campaign.
Mm-hmm.
They were trying to dog Obama. He would wipe the floor, everybody. All of a sudden, he gets fired.
Yeah.
Then he goes on BT, does his little thing in DC. I did that.
Yep, I used to do that show.
And I would keep in touch with him all the time on live. I'd be on. And so he was like, I'm going independent. I've been telling these fools to go independent. So I want to give Roland Martin a shout out. For what he's done, and just to see you all following along and kicking out. I sent you a message. I said, you watch, Joy.
Yes, indeed.
You about to kick some. I sent her a message. I said, you gonna kick some. You watch. Roland Martin,
There you go.
who really went independent.
There you go. Tether's gonna flock together, y'all. Tether's gonna flock together. There go him, plugged in with Holand. He loves some Holand, fam. Notice that he talks all that Black American talk, but he never is around no certified grassroots Black Americans. Let's talk about who we really see this dude with. We see him with Joyless Flea, anti-foundational Black American, Congolese woman. We see him with Holand, anti-treadmill, Haitian man. We see him with Milk Dud Mutombo, anti-foundational Black American, Milk Dud. You don't never see Godfrey around anybody who's certified, and you always see Godfrey around people who are what? Who are plugged in with the Democrats. So we did some research, fam, and we started to see a lot of people that they do be plugged in with, and we went all the way back. Y'all remember on Tuesday's broadcast when he started saying how his show was made by an elbow W woman named Heather? Remember that, fam? We did a little research, and we found out exactly who the hell Heather was. I'm going to show you guys the executive producer of the 154 Podcast. She's a very good friend of your boy Godfrey. Y'all look at your screen. I want everybody right now on your screen to say hello to Heather Pink. Heather Pink is the executive behind the 154 Podcast. Yes, the hell she is. Heather Pink is a super duper plugged in Democratic shield. Heather Pink is absolutely 1 billion% against foundational Black Americans. Receipts. Y'all look at this right here, fam. She's the co-founder and CEO of Pink Deer. Yes, she's been rolling with your boy Godfrey for some damn time. Look at your screen again, foundational Black Americans. Look at this right here. Her, Akbar, African conjunction with Heather Pink and Christian CJ Deer, a Democratic Shield guy, with all four serving as the producers on the podcast show. Fam, you see why you get all this anti-foundational Black American rhetoric? Do you see why these people are always talking reckless about foundational Black Americans? This is a damn W woman. This show is ran and sponsored by a W woman. And if you want to see some of the things that this W woman supports, I'm going to tell you right now, it's everything that's anti-foundational Black American. There ain't one thing in there that's pro-Black American anything. But everything in there is pro-Democratic Party. You damn right it is. Look even further, family, at this woman. Y'all see right there? This is who Godfrey hangs out with. Pink Deer. LLC, a social media counseling agency focused on strategy and content execution to create engaging communities for brands and influencers. Fam, this woman is an executive on the damn show. This is Godfrey's business partner. This woman right here that you see, Heather Pink. Heather Pink, really? God damn. Look at this though, fam. If I want to show y'all, we did some looking at her social media. And fam, let me show y'all some of the things that they are. Oh yeah, exposed. We got you, Godfrey. You're stuck now. You know you done effed up, right? You know Black Alpha done entered the room. You better run. This is her and the CJ Deer guy, Democratic Shield. They are partners. Yes, the hell they are. This is some of their social media. Every piece of content on 154 Africa is made to connect. We're so proud to see that translating in podcasts first few months since launching. Godfrey, this looks just like the people who colonized Nigeria. Maybe Godfrey loves Heather Pink so much because Heather Pink reminds Godfrey of the people who colonized his homeland. He's got the homeland connections. I told y'all there's always a W behind an African. This is what I call the Afropeans right here in the Euro Africans. Look at this, fam. Even furthermore, look at her right there, fam. Playing. There go your boy Akbar, Milk Dud. This is them all in the background. Receipts. Building brand loyalty. Signed Godfrey up for all of this. Yes, they did. Yes, the hell they did. What about this, fam? Look at Godfrey and Mr. Milk Dud. This is all on the Pink Deer website. Heather Pink is in, yeah, Pink Deer. No lie, y'all. Pink Deer. No lie. Heather Pink. This is Godfrey's business partner. And you wonder why you get Africa, Africa, Africa. Democrat, Democrat, Democrat. Uh-oh. You knew it was coming. You knew it was coming, black folks. There you go, y'all. There goes the CJ Deer guy who's Heather Pink's business partner, and you knew you'd see a picture with Kamala. There you go, fam. This is why you see Joyless Flea on the show. This is why Godfrey crashes out for Roland Martin. This is why Godfrey is anti-foundational Black America. This is why he's out here calling our women out their names. This is why they had a whole meltdown over Kamala just on the broadcast yesterday that I showed everybody right here verbatim. There you see, fam. They plugged in with the Democrats literally. There goes him with Kamala Harris. There they go again with the people of color. Look at all the people of color in the back room. This is who sponsors an African show? This is who they say wants to connect Black America with Africa? No, I'm cool on this. You can keep Pink Deer, Heather Pink, I don't know you, don't want to know you. You can go have a crack jar of Miracle Whip and get the hell out my way. I don't want nothing to do with Pink Deer. Hell no. This Godfrey's people. Look at this though, fam. This is her Instagram. AOC. Yep. Look at it further. Jasmine Crockett. Yep. This is the who's who of the Democratic Party, y'all. This is why they're so anti-foundational Black American. Look at that. Look at the flags you start seeing up. Because remember, Pink Deer and Heather Pink is an elbow. She's from the Mayo elbow community. She's an elbow Mayo and Godfrey's business partner. Look, fam, this is further on her Instagram. On her Instagram, y'all, go right now. If y'all in here right now, go on her Instagram, fam, and go check it out. Y'all go look at her Instagram right now. Go check it out, fam. You'll see everything I'm talking about. There go the African guy that Godfrey was apologizing to. What about the Spice Girls? There goes AOC again. There goes the guy Godfrey was apologizing to. There go Godfrey down there in the corner. We see you, Godfrey. Get out the bushes, dog. Get out the bushes. Heather Pink and Pink Deer. Those are the people who Godfrey is connected to. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Let's go a little further, though, fam. She put out some stuff that tells everybody verbatim what she supports. And I want you guys to tell me, is what you see foundational Black American grassroots? is what you see for the betterment of foundational Black America? Or is this straight out the Democratic Party's playbook? Look at your screen right now, brothers and sisters. Look at some of the initiatives that she posted on her Instagram. You can go check it out right now. Y'all go look at what she supports, fam. And you're going to see every single community that's anti-Black. Immigration rights. Look at everyone, but look at the ones that are highlighted with the arrow. Black Alliance for Just Immigration. That's one of the committees that she supports. What about 143? Immigrants Rising. What about 144? Central American Resource Center. What about 145? Coalition for Humane Immigrant Rights. What about 146? Colorado Immigration Rights Coalition. What about 147? Detention Watch Network. What about 148? Dream Big Nevada. What about 149? Florida Immigrant Coalition. 150. Freedom for Immigrants. What about 152? Haitian Bridge Alliance. There goes I Told Papa Doc. There go to Papa Docs, y'all. 153. Immigrant Defenders Law Center, anti-ICE. 154. Immigrant Legal Resource. Damn. What about the rest? We gonna go through the damn rest. Look even further, fam. They got a whole agenda of what she supports. And I'm telling you now, you don't see what Godfrey talks about on his 154 podcast. What about this one? On immigrant rights. As we go down the line, and we go down the line all the damn time. You're going to see this one clear as day, family. Look at that right there. We just had to put a big ass arrow up on this one because this was straight up and down some anti-foundational Black American stuff. You can read it and you can see it for yourself, fam. Look at that. Y'all see what she's about? LGBTQ rights. What about civic engagement? What about Asian American Midwest progressives? Damn, she gets very specific for all these other people, and you won't see no Black American rights. Look at that, fam. You don't see nothing about FBA specifically. You don't see a damn thing about FBA at all on here. What about this one, fam? Racial justice, 216. Asian Americans advancing justice. Fam, that sounds like that crime act that Joe Biden signed. And remember, that's a particular community that begged us to boycott. 218. Dream Defenders. 223. NAACP. LDF. What about environmental justice? 226. Asian Specific Environmental Network. What about 233? Green Latinos. What about 236? Hip Hop Caucus. What? Out of nowhere, randomly, you see the damn Hip Hop Caucus. Where the hell did you pull that one out from? Fam, the Hip Hop Caucus, nothing on here is Black American. Nothing on here says foundational. Nothing on here is for us. But out of nowhere, you see the damn Hip Hop Caucus. That kind of is a cause for concern when you talk about people who talk about FBA. Do you see who's behind all of this, family? Do you see who's behind these individuals' podcasts? Now do you see why you get anti-FBA rhetoric? Because you're dealing with the mayo behind the curtain. And we done closed the curtain. But the reason why you ended up getting the Hip Hop Caucus is because, remember, y'all, when you peel back the receipts on Godfrey, behind all of those impersonations that he does, and you really get to the brass tacks, nothing he says is pro-FBA. Everything he says is Democratic plantation talking points. What about this Jamaican started hip-hop talk?
Hip-hop and how many Jamaicans contribute to. Look at hip-hop and how many Jamaicans contribute to. Absolutely. How many rappers are Jamaican? Because there's a battle between, but Jamaican Americans, Kool Herc, KRS-One, they're Jamaicans. Let's not get it twisted. You know, there's a lot of contributions of Caribbeans. Shirley Chisholm. You got Chisholm, who's Caribbean. You got Esther Roll, who's Bahamian. You got Sidney Poitier, who won the first Oscar as a Black, but he was Caribbean. So we're all in the same game. It's like everybody's contributing but we do know who the foundation is, who built it. But from there, we should stop arguing about it. But from there, we should stop arguing about it. But from there, we should stop arguing about the hip hop and how many Jamaicans.
We ain't ever argued. We checked them when they tried to claim it. You notice, fam, how he tried to frame it like foundational Black Americans need to stop bickering back and forth with these people? There ain't no argument. The problem is every time we shut down an argument, they always come back and say things along the lines of, well, we need to solve this. Fam, let me tell you something. The whole 50-50 split, it goes both ways. That's an excuse from a guilty person. See, they don't want to take 100% of the blame. I'm going to tell you how I get down. Y'all know I'm bold. I blame them 100%. I don't blame them 99%. There's not 98%, not 97%, not 33 and a third. I blame tethers 100% for all of the problems. Why do I blame tethers 100% for all the problems? It's because tethers are in my country. Remember this about a tether, fam. None of this would even go on if they weren't in my house. See, they're in our foundational Black American country. They're in our foundational Black American household. They're in our foundational Black American compound. I don't know where people think that you can come into the house of foundational Black Americans. You can disrespect foundational Black Americans and somehow it's 50-50. Fam, if somebody breaks into your house, are we going to say it's a 50-50 problem? Are we going to say it's between both of us? We need to stop arguing about it. There's no argument. At the end of the day, we do things, they try to take our spot and they try to erase us, and then we shut them down, and then they plead 50-50. The 50-50 stuff is over because it don't work on us, fam. It's 100% their blame. Our only problem is that you got a problem. So when your ass gets deported, our problems go away. Notice, y'all, when they're not in our neighborhoods, they're not bringing crime into our neighborhoods, there's no problem. One thing about foundational Black Americans, y'all, and nobody wants to admit this, foundational Black Americans are the do for self lineage. There's not another lineage on the planet that does for self. See, Godfrey cannot wrap his mind around that. His FLIR brain cannot compute why foundational Black Americans move the way we do. Do you want to know why we G-checking you, Godfrey? It's because you talk all this foundational Black American ally talk. You talk all this, I'm a Black American because I grew up in Chicago. I had 15 Black American friends, but nothing you do or says sounds like somebody who really understands FBA. People come around foundational Black Americans and it takes them 1 second to comprehend how we get down. We're very, very direct, very, very exclusive, very, very on point. We say what we feel. We mean what we say, and we say it with the clearest intentions. Anybody who can't solve foundational Black American intentions is a liar, fam. Let me tell you, the world is not real like we are. We invented it, fam. Keeping it real, keeping it 100, keeping it a buck. We're the only lineage who has terms for being honest, because keeping it real just means honest. Everybody want to talk about being honest. I'm honest. I'm telling the truth. Fam, keeping it real means telling the truth. Hell, we call ourselves the truth. Man, that's the truth. Man, I'm the truth. Nobody else is like that. We're the only lineage who has terms for I'm keeping it real. I'm keeping it 100. I'm speaking the truth. Speak your facts. Talk your talk. You go down the line, fam. I can ask y'all right now. Y'all can give me about 100 different things. No. Godfrey does not know. No. I see somebody say Godfrey knows. No, he does not know. He does not know. He is so blinded by his tetherism that he thinks he is us. He thinks that we owe him something. See, he wouldn't feel entitled. If he knows us, he wouldn't feel entitled to talk to us the way he does. He may know 5-6 things about us, but somewhere the lines get blurred and he starts thinking that he's top. He has tether supremacy. A lot of people talk about tether fatigue. There's tether supremacy. This is where these people feel that we owe them something. They feel they can call us out. Because let me tell you, if Godfrey knew us so much, he'd have never talked how he's talking to Black American women, because he know what come along with that. He knows the smoke that come around. We don't talk disrespectful to our foundational Black American women. Hell to the no. And we damn sure don't let nobody from outside the community come up in here and call our sisters out their damn name. What it is that he observes us and he watches us. He mimics us. Just because a tether can tilt their hat to the side, just because a tether can speak our slang, just because a tether can impersonate, doesn't mean a tether really gets the foundational Black American energy. They just somebody watching. They somebody observing. That's the type of person he is. Why do you think 99.9% of his comedic act is impersonations. Family, Godfrey is not somebody who tells jokes. Think about Cat Williams. Think about Eddie Murphy. Think about Dave Chappelle. Think about Richard Pryor. Think about Red Fox. Family, I don't know no Godfrey jokes. Only thing I know is Godfrey doing impersonations. So is it shocking that a tether who's been impersonating Black Americans his whole damn life is very good at doing impersonations? That's all he's ever done. Is Godfrey really doing a comedic bit, or is Godfrey being himself? When he gets on that stage and he does all those impersonations, he's been doing that. He's been impersonating a foundational Black American. He's been impersonating a Chicagoan. He's been impersonating our lineage, heritage, and culture. And now he's out here impersonating the man, because we understand the way he's been running around here talking that he lacks them NUTs. To hold your own NUTs, you got to grow some NUTs. And I don't think he got no NUTs. So those are the things that he impersonates. FBA, we don't do that. We don't do none of that, fam, because they think that we, as foundational Black Americans, owe them something. This is why they're so upset with delineation. Delineation is an attitude. I want everybody to know that regulating and what we've been doing, there's an attitude that rubs everybody wrong. They want us to be the same exact way that the dominant society sees us. Remember that. When somebody comes here from Nigeria, they come here from the Congo, they come here from Zimbabwe, they come here from Port-au-Prince or Kingston or wherever the hell, they come here and they expect Black Americans to act like the same way the dominant society tries to get us to act like. And when we G-check the dominant society, they get offended. When we G-check the tethers, they get offended because they're dealing with something that they can't hustle, they can't scam. And that's exactly why he crashes out. And that's exactly why he has that dusty dementia on his face. That's really him trying to go there, but not really wanting to go there. This is why he stays in a safe environment and stays the hell out of Dodge. They know what time it is. Let me show y'all even further, fam, what I mean when I say these people are on full cosplay. When I say these people are on full cosplay, fam, you know exactly how foundational Black Americans are operating. And you know exactly how foundational Black Americans and our motives are. Remember, y'all, don't get us tangled and twisted. We're very, very clear people. We're very direct people. So if you say that you don't understand foundational Black Americans, either A, you think you're better than foundational Black Americans and you ain't took the time out, or B, you got anchor baby amnesia. But C, both of those are wrong. Look at this right here, fam. Y'all seen that they done showed Holland Martin coming out? And Holland's been out here and he been going in on Haiti. Why? Because he can't realize the fact that we ain't putting on a cape for Haiti. His Haitian tether blues are upsetting him. Watch this.
This is actually the Harvard Law School International Human Rights Clinic. This piece is called What the World Owes Haiti. And when you see this story, it says right here, it breaks out, it talks about a New York Times investigation regarding foreign intervention in Haiti's history. This was published June 29th, 2022, so almost to the day 4 years ago. It said the Times' meticulous expose of the massive debt that France illegally extorted from Haiti after its independence demonstrates how the payments, totally and estimated $21 to $115 billion, kept Haiti poor and unstable for 2 centuries. Imagine if the United States, this fledgling 13 colonies, had to repay England $115 billion. Do you actually think the United States would look like it does today? No, it would not. It says that the investigation also documented that the U.S. Marines forced transfer of $500,000 in gold from Haiti's National Bank to Citigroup in New York in 1914. And the 19-year occupation that followed was spurred in part by pressure from Wall Street. See, Megyn Kelly will never, ever own up to any of this. Donald.
Because Megyn Kelly too busy checking y'all. What you gonna do about it? You gonna get on here and cry about it? You gonna be upset about it? I want to know something.
Trump would not own up to any of this. In fact, these racists will not own up to any of this because we know exactly who they are. The largest land purchase in the United States was a Louisiana purchase, which was a result of slave revolt in Haiti in 1804. You talk about culture You don't have fucking culture, Megyn Kelly. The United States, we fucked up Haiti. The United States and France destroyed Haiti, destroyed their economy. And so you can complain about how screwed up Haiti was. No. This country screwed up Haiti. The blockade. That's so the United States, you complaining about 350,000?
Stop. Y'all notice why he keeps trying to put that in there? I'm going to tell you guys what a lot of this is about, y'all. A lot of this is about they're upset that we're going to get reparations. Y'all notice how he keeps saying the United States, it was America who did it. It was them. They're trying to get them. The TPS is gone. Can we get some reparations money? That's what this is, fam. There's always some type of scam at play. Y'all know what I'm talking about. They're out there looking at our reparations claim, how it's moving along, how it's trucking along, how we sitting on that bag, how things is looking real good over here. And they're upset that Haiti doesn't have that same story. They're upset that Haitians look like they about to get nothing but sent back home. Now, out of nowhere, family, when it looked like they're all about to go back home to their homeland, they out here trying to say, America did it. It was America's fault. If you just talk to America, it's all because of them. Nah, dog. You ain't gonna get no reparations. See, what they wanted to do was undercut our reparations plan. And now they're realizing that they can't undercut our reparations plan. So what Roland's doing here, y'all, Roland's begging for reparations. This is what we're going to have to call it, fam. Begging for reparations. This is what it is. All the folks who's trying to tell us, y'all ain't never going to get reparations. Y'all ain't never going to get it. Y'all notice that now? Notice this, fam. That whole Ghana reparations thing, that came and went. Let's be real, y'all. The only news that was really made about the Ghana reparations when it came to New York is that Black Americans pressed them. That came and went. And then they just had one over Juneteenth. That stuff came and went. The whole diaspora reparations is a flop and it's face planted. So now they see that they're going home. What he's trying to do is beg for a little more finances to come to Haiti. He's trying to help his people out. That's what this is all about, fam. Why you think Joyless Reed pops up and keeps talking about there would be no America without Haiti? That's them trying to say we need to be compensated. I'm here to tell you, you ain't getting no goddamn money. And don't come to Black Americans. No. Remember, I told Papa Doc, I'll see your ass later. Take your patois somewhere else. You know what TPS stand for over here, family. Yep. You ain't getting no bag from the United States. That's what it really is, fam. They're trying to campaign for a bag from the United States of America. That's what they're doing right now. This is why Roland is crashing out. And they keep talking about, because what it is, y'all, they know all those Haitians from TPS are about to go home and they got cut off of the financial aid. Let me say this. For all the Africans that were running around here and they were jumping for joy, thinking that they was going to get reparations, what that really was those governments trying to get financial aid for themselves. That's really what it was. Them African countries ain't talking about getting no damn reparations. Fam, do you think if Ghana really got reparations that anybody in Ghana would get it? Hell no. Hell no. Every last one of those dollars would go to the prime minister, to the president, so they can fly over to the UK and sleep with 350-pound W women. Y'all know what that is. That was going to finance them flying around the world so they can have some Jollof gigolos, and they can go to the UK and they can go sleep with Miracle Whip. That's what that was all about. They want to go get $1, y'all. So for all the Africans, you crazy. And for all the Haitians, you crazy. Except the TPS is cut off, except that your ass is going back home. You need to clean up your damn homeland, and you ain't going to get $1 from my homeland. Megyn Kelly don't give a damn about the Louisiana Purchase took half of the country. They don't give a damn about that. We don't give a damn about some Christmas Annex was really a Haitian. That's a lie. We don't give a damn about that. You now have to hold your own NUTs. in your homeland. And that don't feel good. But let me say this, fam. While they wasting time and energy, boy, I said Joe Love gigolos. They trying to be Joe Love gigolos. I'm telling y'all, that's what they really want. While they sitting there crying and complaining and melting down about everything that's going on in Haiti, and Megyn Kelly is checking them, family. Do y'all know I seen an interview with a Haitian dude, and he started talking about Megyn Kelly was mean to him? Yes, he did. Yes, he really did. He said Megyn Kelly was being mean to him. And do you know the man started crying? Where is all that 1804 energy when Mayo walks in? When Mayo shows up, you don't have that same energy. Let me show y'all exactly what I'm talking about. They get real tough and bold when they're talking to Black Americans. Yes, they do. But let me show y'all how these individuals was talking about Megyn Kelly. He said, I want Megyn to know that it takes love. None of that smoke they got for us on TikTok. Y'all look at your screen right here, fam. This is how they feel.
Widespread reaction after comments by podcaster Megyn Kelly following the Supreme Court's ruling ending temporary protected status for Haitian nationals. In a fiery tirade, Kelly ordered Haitians to go back home. That struck a painful chord with a Haitian American doctor.
A dozen years. Go home. Get out.
Viral rant targeting Haitian immigrants in the U.S. legally, now losing temporary protected status.
We don't care if you're offended. Get out.
Having somebody talk about my people like that, it disturbs me.
And from the moment he heard podcaster Megyn Kelly's comments, Haiti native Dr. Claude Lewis, who worked in Hampton with Riverside Health Group, knew what he wants the world to understand.
Haiti is a beautiful country with a beautiful people and a beautiful culture.
Lewis, who acknowledges the danger in his homeland that's overrun by...
Hey, I see you in the chat. Yeah, he said it strikes a painful chord. What happened to all of this? You work harder, Black Americans.
Gangs, gives back through his nonprofit, writes children's books to raise money, and still treats Haitian patients.
What the hell?
Writes children's.
Would any of y'all let this man read a children's book to your kids? Would you? I don't think nothing. I got to. Pam, Pam, do I got to go ahead and hit the button? Look at the screen real quick. This is who Megyn Kelly was G-checking, and he ain't say nothing. Do I got to hit the button? And I know y'all know what I'm talking about. Let's go. Put some damn shoes on. What the hell is this, Black Americans? He writes children's books. Look, how to flee. How to flee in a coloring book. He done made a coloring book on how to flee. How to use lotion.
Books to raise money and still treats Haitian patients. The nonprofit writes children's books to raise money and still treats Haitian patients. The work ethic Haitians get from home translates, he says, into success for the U.S.
Moms and dads, they work hard even when they don't know how to read and write to put their kids through college, to become doctors, engineers, to become a lot of the folks that are.
His voice is starting to crack again. He getting real emotional.
Working here in the U.S.
While Lewis places blame on Haitian leadership for the conditions there, the U.S., he says, is not innocent.
The weapons that go to the gangs in Haiti that prevent me from going back home, they come from the U.S. at 80% of them, most of them.
Kelly's comments fuels Lewis's passion in promoting pride in the children back home, in themselves and their country.
Because they have love, they have integrity, they have work ethic, they love their neighbors.
And he has this message for Kelly.
I want to be a good human being now. Because human being now. I want to be a good human being now. I want to be a good human being now. Because I'm not.
For Kelly.
I want to be a good human being now. Because I'm not. Because they have love, they have integrity, they have work ethic, they love their neighbors.
And he has this message for Kelly.
I want to be a good human being now because love, they have integrity, they have work ethic, they love their neighbors.
And he has this message for Kelly.
I want to be a good human being now because I'm not here to stay. And Megyn Kelly is not here to stay. I believe that the world would be a better place if we had this little bit of love and tolerance for brothers and sisters.
Man, get up and quit crying. I want to be a better human being for her. I put on cake soap. She wanted cake soap. I cake soap. She wanted me to be anti-foundational. I'm anti-foundational. She wanted coloring book. I make coloring book. What does it take? What more do you want from me? I cry, Megan. I cry. I'm a good human being. Please take me in.
Integrity. They have work ethic. They because
Kelly.
I want to be a good human being now.
A good human being now. Get the hell up out of here. You need to be a good citizen of Haiti because they're accepting you, especially this time of year. There it goes, family. So when they get cut off from TPS, I told y'all the real TPS is Foundational Black Americans. We're going to watch it all unfold on our TV with our popcorn on standby. So keep your hands high. Fam, where the energy at? I don't see that same energy, fam. I seen him crying. He was upset. He was hurt. He was hurt. He was shook. I didn't see that same energy, y'all. The energy I seen right there was dude crying. Where's that 1804? Where's that warrior class? Where's that we built the United States of America? I don't see none of it. And that's exactly what we're talking about. These people ain't got none of that. I don't think Megyn Kelly really gives a damn about your message. Why are you leaving messages for her? Because if that was FBA, you would have hopped on TikTok and made a video. You would have been sending out all these damn threats. Y'all see the way it shifts? Y'all see the way it changes? Fam, that's not it. There's another guy out here. This dude a full Haitian. And he said he's still going to vote for Donald Trump. Oh, yeah. Not a lot of unity in their damn community. Watch this.
As an American of Haitian descent who has grown up knowing of Donald Trump for at least 40 years, who has heard every insult he's said about the Haitian community, who's watched as he removed temporary protective status from 500,000 Haitians and Syrians, and who's voted for him 3 times in a row. I come to you humbly to say that I would still vote for him again. I will bear the burden. I will bear the cross of having to deal with the fear that my compatriots, if not my countrymen, are probably going to be sent home into a dangerous area. And it bothers me, but everything that's out of my control, I give to God anyway. But I'm just here for the accountability of it. I'm looking at America dead in the eye and saying that I would still vote for Donald Trump because he is the protector of the American experiment. I've had too many conversations with progressives and leftists who have a million different complaints about the United States, that they do not respect Western civilization. They consider it white supremacy, that they're headed down the same path as past communist and socialist experiments that lead into anarchy, chaos, and mass executions. To protect America, I will throw my tear-soaked face on the hardships of the people who are not going to be with us in these United States.
There you go. And he said tears. Did y'all hear him say it too, fam? He said his tear-soaked face. All they're doing is crying. All they're doing is crying whenever it has something to do with the dominant society. They crying. So all that tough talk ain't going no damn where. And all that diaspora connection does not exist. This is why we G-check people like Godfrey, Joyless Flea, any of them, fam. All the fleas, okay? All the fleas can leave. This is why we be G-checking them, fam, because we understand they don't have the same smoke. They want to be down with the dominant society. Have y'all noticed all the time you see a Haitian, a Jamaican, or an African, whenever you see them being aggressive, it's either aggressive towards each other or it's aggressive towards us. And all the time you see them being emotional is when they're trying to con us or when they're trying to bootlick the W's. It's always the W where they're bootlicking, and it's always foundational Black Americans where they're trying to we all Black brother. Other than that, they don't have no type of connection. They don't have no type of vibration. Other than that, you don't see them doing anything. But let me tell you something that's even worse, fam. Y'all know right now that the Jamaicans are kicking out the Haitians too. Yeah, I don't hear any of them people. Godfrey, while you're sitting there talking about FBA, you need to be talking about this. The Jamaicans are kicking out the Haitians. The Dominicans are kicking out the Haitians. And when America kicks out the Haitians, this is why the Haitians are begging Megyn Kelly and begging America to write them a financial aid check. Yes, fam, let me show y'all some of the scenes going on out there. They are out there literally getting packed up. When I say packed up, fam, them damn Haitians is getting deported from everywhere. Add the Haitians to the Nigerians of people who are getting deported in America.
Bueno, Moreno quiere dejarse apresar. Moreno, súbete. No te quiere dejar apresar, el Moreno. Aquí ven primo también, lo llevan aquí también. Moreno, súbete.
Immigration in Dominican Republic is so evil that they deport Haitians at night while they sleep.
Good point in the chat. Still crying.
The Dominican Republic deported almost 380,000 Haitians in 2025. That's an 84% increase over the last 4 years. And in just the first 60 days of 2026, almost 68,000 have been deported. Dominicans say this is about protecting their country. They say Haiti is in crisis and the Dominican Republic is not a rich country. It has its own problems of poverty, housing, hospitals, schools, and public safety. So the government's message is simple. We cannot take on another country's crisis. But the size of these deportations raise a serious question. According to the United Nations, Haiti is facing a collapse. Gangs control about 90% of Port-au-Prince. Around 1.3 million people are displaced, and nearly 5.7 million people face high levels of hunger. So yeah, the Dominican Republic does have a right to protect its own border. But what happens when that means sending hundreds of thousands of people back into danger, hunger, and violence? Dominican authorities may treat this as a problem, but the labor they provide help keep many industries in the DR afloat. And in many cases, they aren't getting paid fairly. These deportation campaigns have triggered labor shortages as well. A country has a right to protect its border, but at what point does enforcement become a humanitarian crisis?
They snatching them up, fam.
Guys, an gade video sansama avem pou nou e koman Dominiken ap maltrete yon Haitien kap vive na kampo, sa nou ele a la kampay la ou bien an de yo.
Ay, ay, ay. Ay.
The president of the Dominican Republic, Luis Abinader, who is a close ally of President Donald Trump, by the way, announced a very aggressive mass deportation policy in October of 2024. And the goal of this policy was to deport up to 10,000 Haitians every week back to Haiti. This border crossing it's an incredibly chaotic place. There are people everywhere. There's animals. There are trucks. It's very muddy. It's hot. And there are no car lanes. There's no order. I've often said that in Haiti, there's a million ways to die because there's no order. So it's a pretty dangerous place. We witnessed busloads of migrants getting dropped off right there at the border. Hundreds every single day. We saw some people that had their children with them. We saw some that were carrying infants. There were some people that had no shoes on their feet because whenever they were arrested, they lost their shoes. So they were barefoot. They had no money. They had no way to contact loved ones in the Dominican Republic.
La morena se tiró al río, señores.
Bueno. Saying that you guys need to leave. A potential G-side in the Dominican Republic against Haitians may be on its way. Antigua Orden Dominicana, which is an anti-Haitian organization, decided to give an ultimatum and said that they're going to march their first time doing a march. However, this time they gave an ultimatum saying that you guys need to leave within 10 days, I believe, which is a clear threat. Okay, a very, very clear threat. I'm not going to say what I have heard because I don't want to misquote anyone. Spanish is not my first language, but I have heard words that I don't feel comfortable with. Words like ametralladora, which means machine gun.
Y hola, ¿qué tal, familia? Bendición por acá.
Machine gun? Damn. That don't look too good for them. Now you see why they're in the position that they're in, family? There you go. They leave all of that out, though. TPS is not y'all problem. That's what's waiting on y'all everywhere you go. How you gonna sit there and blame foundational Black Americans when we're looking at that situation and you got that? Now, what they're talking about, fam, is they have militia groups over there that are sponsored by the Dominican government. See, it's not just regular people who want you out. Everybody wants you out, including government officials that all want you out. So the reason why these people want to stay so bad in the United States of America, because they know in the United States of America, they can hide and get a little bit of protection. But when they go back over there and then they try to run over there, it's a wrap. How many of y'all heard me when I G-checked that Haitian dude who called in the other day and he was blaming the Dominican Republic? I'm sitting there saying third world, blaming third world for third world issues. Don't blame us. Yeah, oh no, let me show y'all, fam. Real talk. They over there really with true militias, fam, that are sponsored by the government. Look at this, fam. These are government-sponsored people.
República Dominicana en respuesta a la convocatoria que hicieron.
José Peguero, Dios te bendiga.
Amén, amén.
Ese defensor de la patria.
Amén, amén.
Everywhere you turn, you're seeing anti-Haitian, anti-Nigerian protests to get them out of their country. And this is why Roland's crashing out. Let me show y'all something with Roland. See, Roland been thinking he's slick, right? Roland is having his tether feelings. And in his tether feelings, he's trying to get foundational Black Americans to support them. That's what everybody's trying to do, fam. This is why they've been trying to get foundationals behind their initiatives. But like we said, fam, and the same thing goes for them, it's the same exact thing that goes for Godfrey. Fam, these are anchor tethers. That's what they are, fam. They're little anchor tethers who came over here to the United States of America and they try to anchor their way into our lineage, heritage, and culture. And now they're finding out that they can't anchor their way into our culture. So now they're all having to go back. The day of reckoning has arrived. The day of reckoning is here. The day of reckoning and the fear. They have to go back to their homeland and there's nothing that they can possibly do about it. This is why you see these initiatives to try to get foundational Black Americans on board with whatever the hell they're trying to get us on board with. But it just ain't working. Fam, do y'all know now they got people out here trying to say Roland ain't a tether and they're trying to say Roland is Black American? Y'all look at this.
Let's have this conversation because you're the second person that actually put this comment on my page, which is actually false. And I'm sure you got this information from Tariq Nasheed. Roland Martin is not African American. He's Haitian descent. His people immigrated too. He does not share the culture with the soul. The grassroots, his people weren't here during that time. The amount of times I've said on this app that too many of you guys think about enslavement, the transatlantic slave trade period, too linear. The truth is, the gag is, many of you guys' ancestors come from Haiti, Barbados, and other parts of the Caribbean. If you
shit, there you go again. See, they think they just gonna go around the world and just claim people. This is really mine. This is really mine. And that over there is mine. And your house is mine and all is mine. That whole going around the planet and claiming people ain't having that no more.
Actually learn the history of this land, y'all would know why it was happening. When the Haitian Revolution popped off,
oh God,
there was a lot of people that left Saint Domingue, now Haiti, went to Cuba, ended up in Cuba, then ended up in New Orleans.
Oh,
my homeboy, whose mother side is from Mississippi, father side is from New Orleans. He just found out that his great, one of the greats is either great or great grandmother is from Haiti. Let's have this conversation.
You told a terrible lie, and your ass can go back to your homeland, because you're a tether. Tethers want everybody to be tethers, and they're upset that foundational Black America is delineated. But let me show y'all, exclusive. I'm going to show you straight up. Roland Martin telling everybody that he is a Haitian. A video that Roland never really wanted to get out. I want everybody to screen record this so we can go ahead and let the world know. And how do you know this is a video from a few years ago? Because Roland was not 752 pounds. Look at this right here, fam. Roland admitted that he's a Haitian. Watch.
Since I want to be here, I was talking to Shanta Boycott. We were chatting about Haiti. And one of the things I told her was that on my mom's side, her fathers, his parents actually migrated from Haiti to Opelousas, Louisiana. Parents actually migrated from Haiti to Opelousas, Louisiana. And so... So the last couple of years I have...
Notice Roland doesn't talk like this no more. Roland defends Haiti, but he never talks about being Haitian. This is pre-delineation Roland. This is pre-regulating Roland. This is pre-high cholesterol Roland. Okay? It's way different now. He doesn't go out there and say this out loud.
From Haiti to Opelousas, Louisiana. And so... So the last couple of years I have been chanting with State Senator Kwame Warola in Illinois, and also talking with others about actually making several trips to Haiti, covering various stories. So it's one of the things that we're doing. Since I want to be here, I was talking to
Mr. Roland the Tetherman. There he goes, fam. Roland the Tetherman. You seen it? You seen it? You seen it? That's Roland the Tetherman right there, y'all. This is why they're always crashing out over Haitians, crashing out over Nigerians, crashing out over Jamaicans, because that's their folk. And I'm going to be honest with you. I don't really believe Roland. I believe Roland on both sides is Haitian, straight up and down. I believe Roland on both sides, because, fam, you got to understand, he be bootlicking the Democrats. He don't want to look all the way foreign, because you go way hard for somebody. He tried to make it look like the maternal side, on the left side, and maternal side. You crash out for Haitians too much. And by the way, people who are that distant, take Godfrey. Godfrey's parents are Nigerian, but he doesn't ever really talk about being Nigerian. He want to be a Black American so bad, right? Roland, on the other hand, always tries to make it like it's a distance, but he claims it so much. Your ass is a Haitian. You probably practice all Haitian stuff and you a full Haitian. Fam, a lot of these people be capping with their connection to these places. You ain't running around here and just half Haitian. Your ass is a full-time Haitian, fam. Straight up and down. That's why you go for them so damn hard. So wait a minute now. So wait. So you claim that you're a Black American. You claim you're a Black American, but you always going against Black Americans in anything that we speak of in terms of delineation. You claim that you're a distant Haitian, but you've been over backwards for Haiti. Your ass a damn Haitian. You a damn Haitian, and you got far more Haitian in you than you really want to acknowledge. But speaking about acknowledging things, fam, you know there's a lot of people coming out here and they saying that we owe Haiti an apology. And then there's people who say we owe Jamaica an apology. And there's even more people that are saying that we owe Africa an apology. So family, they want truth and reconciliation from FBA. Makes no sense, right? Watch this, fam. This is what we mean, how delusional these tethers are. And haven't they always been that damn way? Yes, the hell they have. Watch this.
We owe Africa an apology. We owe Africa an apology. We owe Africa an apology. Because growing up in America, it was not cool to be African. Kids would joke around and say things like African booty scratcher, like Africa was something to be ashamed of. And for a long time, the only thing many people knew about Africa was poverty, war, and safaris. Not the culture, not the innovation, not the beauty, not the people. But something changed. Afrobeats is running the world. African fashion is everywhere. Everybody wants to invest in Africa now. Celebrities are getting citizenship in African countries. And after traveling to 13 African countries, Africa has changed my life. It gave me perspective. It gave me pride. Africa showed me where I was really from. So on behalf of everyone who slept on Africa, we're sorry. And thank you.
Shit. Speak for yourself, homeboy. Speak for yourself. This man right here. And by the way, I think he's an African. I think this dude's an African, fam. That ain't adding up. So wait a minute now. You want to apologize to Africa on behalf of America, but Africa taught you who you were. You a damn Haitian. You a damn African. You a damn tether. Stop playing in these damn streets. Stop playing in these streets, fam. These folks is getting way extra with it now, y'all. They trying to come up with things like, well, I'm going to pretend to be an American so I can apologize for Africans. But if we apologize together, then no one will really know. We know. We can see you from a mile away. We know exactly what you're doing. Your ass is one of them. Quit trying. That dude's a damn African, y'all. That dude is a straight up African. Straight up. He ain't fooling no damn body. Yeah, sorry for what? Sorry for what? You owe us. What you talking about? I try always owing somebody, want somebody to apologize to you. That's what we see. And this is why we can break it all the way down in the most thorough sense, fam. There's nothing that these people can say or do. There's really nothing they can say or do. The only thing they can really go there for, fam, is to really try to get foundational Black Americans to feel sympathetic. And since this era, we done seen the way they really are and seen the way that they really been operating and see the way they really been talking. So we saying, nah, there won't be no feelings for none of them. Speaking of feelings for none of them, y'all remember in Springfield, Ohio, when Trump said that they was eating the dogs? TPS done hit them very hard, y'all. Let's give an update on Springfield, Ohio, because I remember them telling us that if we walk down the street in Springfield, they would confuse us for a Haitian. Well, looks like immigration is not confusing them with illegals, so they're getting arrested. Watch this, fam. In Springfield, Ohio, after TPS, things done hit the fan for them folks. Another reason why they're jacked up.
Licenses are no longer valid for Haitians living under TPS.
According to the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services website, work permits are set to expire just 4 days from now. That'll be July 10th. It's creating some issues for an estimated 12,000 Haitians living in Springfield. 2 News reporter Julian Jackson has been covering this topic. He joins us now live from Springfield. Julian, how is the Haitian community navigating through this big challenge?
Hey, Jack, Lauren, they're taking things day by day is what they're telling me right now. And I do want to make a note of this. Now, we are learning that it is possible that the status of the Haitians holding TPS here in Springfield and across the nation may not end until July 20th. Now, that's because of a recent filing within the U.S. Court of Appeals for the D.C. Circuit. So we're still working to learn more on that. I talked to a guy earlier today. He said he's lived in Springfield for 5 years. And he said going to work right now is probably not a good idea.
I would say probably not because they're scared.
After living in Springfield for 5 years, Olfen Bailey says he's fine.
They're scared, fam. What is that? Scared number 25? Tears number 700?
Say probably not because they're scared.
After living in Springfield for 5 years, Olfen Bailey says he's finally thinking about taking the government's offer to self-deport.
They said the government will give like $2,600. And for people who want to go voluntary.
Olfen says he still can't see why the government believes Haiti, which remains under a level 4 travel advisory, is safe for people to return.
If it's not safe for American people and it's not safe for me as a human, but they don't see it like that.
James Florijean with the Haitian Support Center tells me if it was safe to go back, it's likely that all 350,000 Haitians living in the U.S. under TPS would leave.
Haitian, they're so proud of the country. They are so patriotic and they love the country. They just stay here just because they don't have a choice.
For the time being, anyone who needs to go to work, needs groceries, or needs to get other appointments are being accommodated through rideshare services and the help of volunteers.
This is what we do to see if we can help them out to endanger themselves, driving without a valid driver's license.
I asked Olfen if he still feels safe in Springfield.
People were very, 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 I would say, very kind. Not anymore.
Now we are still working to learn more. And at this time, with the driver's license expiring, the work permits just 4 days from now. They are still navigating things day by day. Now, what they're telling me is that they just hope that things can be peaceful at this time. We're going to continue following updates and let you know if anything arises. You can follow that here live on air and through the 2 News app.
Licenses are no longer valid for.
Do y'all see how much life has changed just since TPS got chopped off? Let me break this down for my certifieds, okay? Just a few weeks ago, these people were jumping for joy. Just a few weeks ago, they were pointing the finger at us. When TPS got cut off, they thought everything was going to be good. This now was the update, fam, 2 weeks later on what life is looking like after TPS. Scared, crying, literally. Dude was literally crying. I showed y'all literally somebody crying about Megyn Kelly. She's still checking them right now. So if you notice how much they're crying, how much they're upset, how much they're breaking down, and how much life has changed, they had no business talking about foundational Black Americans. If you really want to go there, y'all, a term that I use now is 1804 forward. That's the term. F all that 1804 talk, fam. 1804 is always a lie. It's always a mirage, something they come up with to look good. 1804 forward is the real story, because ever since 1804, you ain't really done nothing, okay? You sold each other out. You're in ruins. How are you going to sit here and try to brag about something where you've crashed out in the process? Life ain't looking too good. The Dominicans is out there snatching you up. We provided receipts on that. Springfield, Ohio, shit, got mad receipts on that. They still crying. Megyn Kelly still ain't checked her. Where all that 1804 energy? Okay, it doesn't exist. 1804 does. 1804 shows you ain't really hitting like you thought you would, like you said you was, like you try to get us to believe, Mr. Tellerman. Now you got to leave, Mr. Tellerman. So if you look at foundational Black Americans and all of this, fam, delineation is whooping up everybody. 24/7 blackout. It ain't stopped. It ain't stopped, fam. Our 24/7 blackout has got everybody shut down right now. Everybody is afraid, like they should be. Between delineations and a blackout, they don't know what's going to happen next. We are on cold more than ever, fam. We said this was going to be a hot summer, and the summer is hot, and we making it pop. Everybody right now is seeing what FBA is doing, and they got chills. They are absolutely petrified because they understand that we got our mind right, we got our money right, and we got our game tight. Let me show y'all exactly what I mean by that. They are out here begging, fam. I mean begging to get foundational Black Americans' attention. How many of y'all seen Cardi flee? Did y'all see Cardi flee, fam? Let me show y'all. Cardi flees out here, and she's saying, African Americans, they the one who made America for us to come to. Right now, give me a yes or a no if y'all believe Cardi flee. Give me a yes or give me a no if you believe Cardi flee's little love's letter. Mine is a hell no.
I mean, I feel like the reason why Caribbeans like me, like Caribbeans like my family, and Latinos and Hispanic people, the reason why they could thrive in this country is because Black African Americans fought for everybody to like be equal. If it wasn't for them, it wouldn't be no Caribbeans thriving here. Like they was the ones that fought for this. So I'm always gonna be thankful and I'm grateful for that. And it's very important that, like, you know, this it's important for the history, and it's important to give flowers because, you know, somebody wants to erase the history of these schools, but you got to keep these histories alive. Let me not get too political. I might get in trouble.
You're not going to get in trouble. We love you so much.
I mean, I feel like...
Man, hell no. Hell no. First of all, yeah, the African American, it's the Africans. No, Cardi flee. Get up out of here. Here goes another love letter, y'all. Here's another one. Another, we love y'all, Black folks. I'm down with y'all. Don't leave. Nah.
The reason why Caribbeans like me, like Caribbeans like my family, and Latinos and Hispanic people, the reason why they could thrive in this country is because Black African Americans fought for everybody to like be equal. If it wasn't for them, it wouldn't be no Caribbeans thriving here. Like they was the ones that fought for this. So I'm always gonna be thankful and I'm grateful for that. And it's very important that, like, you know, this is it's important for the history, and it's important to give flowers because
Nope, don't want them. Don't want them. Don't want them. You can keep them. You can have them. Ain't nobody asking for it, fam. I wholeheartedly reject all that. See, fam, A lot of people want to hear people say things that we say all the damn time. I don't need to hear that from Cardi Fleet. I don't need to hear none of that, fam. We regulators. We regulate full speed, full time. We don't stop the car and park the car because we want to hear somebody acknowledge us. The days of sitting back and saying, that person said exactly what we've been saying. Let's throw a party. Let's throw a parade. I don't give a damn about no Cardi Fleet. You talking about the same Cardi Fleet who said that she was DRUGN men? The same Cardi Fleet who's talking about WAP, the same Cardi Fleet who's on her best behavior when she had them damn salsa awards. She's high class there, but she's low trash when she come around us. Remember, y'all, they were making articles about bad black music, and they was putting Cardi B on it. Cardi B was just at the Essence Festival calling the crowd of black folks in Louisiana the N-word. Yes, she was saying the N-word. All that is, fam, is can I continuously say the N-word pass? Can I continuously milk your culture? I don't accept none of the love letters that come from these people. I expect these people to do that in a delineation era. The problem that they got now, and I don't know about nowhere else, but right here in this space, fam, with the whole certified 100, the certified 100 space, which is all of us, all 3,000 of us, fam, we don't play games. We don't give a damn, and we bold. We say things that are cold to the point that MFers are afraid of. And that's why the tethers is running. That's why the tethers don't want to hear it. We don't accept none of that because we know exactly what time she's on, fam. We know exactly. See, there used to be a time where black folks wanted to hear things come from other people. Fam, let me ask y'all, do y'all need to be acknowledged from anybody outside the community? That's old. That's the old days. The so-and-so said it. How many of y'all remember Jane Elliott? Y'all remember Jane Elliott? I want reparations. For who? For Native Americans. Y'all remember her? Remember when black folks loved Jane Elliott? Jane Elliott ain't said nothing different than what Kaba has said. Anything different than Dr. Claude Anderson. She ain't said nothing different than Tariq Nasheed. Our brothers and sisters been saying the same damn thing, but when Jane Elliott said it, people threw her a damn parade and threw flowers in the damn sky. Y'all remember that, fam? What about Ann Coulter? Ann Coulter comes out and says foundational black Americans. Everybody starts having a parade about it. Fam, I don't need to hear acknowledgement from anybody else because I just asked one of my brothers and sisters. Let me tell you something. Your guys' acknowledgement on anything means far more to me than anybody else. Why I need to hear you say foundational black American? I got foundational black Americans who say it every day. Why I need to hear you say reparations? I got foundational black Americans who push for reparations every day. Why I need her to say it wouldn't be the Caribbeans coming over here if it wasn't for us. Fam, we know that. So why are people trying to park the car? Fam, there was people out there saying, just let her say what she says. We always want somebody to say something, and then when they say it, we get mad. Ain't nobody mad. We just saying we don't give a damn. Good, bad, indifferent. If it ain't from FBA, who cares? The days of stopping the car and having a parade for these people is over. I don't accept none of that. None of that at all. Talk about your own damn community. Because we know. See, fam, they be telling us stuff we know anyway. They tell us stuff we know any damn way. This is a different generation, though, fam. This is a different era. The certifieds, we don't go for your fake love letters. We don't go for the we's all friends. We don't need flowers from you. We don't want acknowledgement from you. There's two types of people, y'all. There's the people who don't care, and then there's the people who don't give a F. We on the don't give an F era. If you don't give a damn, we don't give a You know what I'm talking about. Somebody who doesn't care is somebody who cares. They just don't care at certain moments. Somebody who don't give a F-U-C-K is someone who don't give a damn at all. 24/7, 7 days a week, 24 hours of the day. That's how we are with the tethers. Some people, I don't care. Stop the car, you do care. I don't give a damn. Stop the car, care later. We ain't on that, fam. 100 on the highway, top drop back. FBA's moving on that, fam, especially right here on the Certified 100, y'all. That's the energy we be bringing, and that's why it's sweeping the world. That's why the wave is so strong. Y'all see how we pressing anybody who got smoke. We bringing that damn energy. Anybody wants some friction or some static, they going to get it, and we going to come with it, and we going to say what we want to say, and they going to have to deal with us front and center, front line, and we don't take Nathan from no damn body. You're going to have to see the certifieds. We on a regulated tour where we go all the way across. Because remember, y'all, while people sit there and they throw parades for Cardi Fleet, everybody remembers this is who you start throwing parades for. The same Cardi Fleet who said this right here.
Like a lingo, like even if I want to stop saying it, I really can't stop saying it. It's like a lingo, like even if I want to stop saying it, I really can't stop saying it. It's like a lingo, like even if I want to stop saying it, I really can't stop saying it. Like a lingo, like
stop. A lingo. She said she can't stop saying the N-word, y'all. She said she can't stop saying the N-word. She said she gonna say the N-word regardless. What's any different than her saying that with Fat Joe saying that? It's the I can't stop disrespecting y'all. I try not to disrespect y'all, but I keep on doing it. Different time zone, y'all. Different wave, y'all. That's what we've created, fam. That's one of the things that we've created, especially right over here, fam. We've created a wave of that I don't give a F energy. That's that real strong, traditional, foundational Black American vibe, just with a nowadays twist to it, with all of us fully represented and fully present. That's how we doing. The regulators don't care. I was just talking to my brother the other day. I said, hey, if somebody gets out of pocket, the regulators gonna get you. If somebody disrespects foundational Black Americans, the regulators gonna get you. I seen what y'all was saying. I seen what y'all was saying, fam. I was sitting there watching everything with Cardi Flea, and I seen the regulators was like, nope. I seen when Godfrey was talking reckless in his little chat, I seen all the certifieds was in there. The regulators was pulling up. When Kamala Harris is out there having her little events, somebody just hit me up the other day and was like, hey, regulators on deck. Just know, I see y'all. Just know I see y'all, family. And that's the wave that we got. And that's why we get so much stuff done, fam. This is a bold and a stern era because we understand we got goals. We got things we trying to accomplish. And we got ops that are every single second anti-us. There's no time for parades or charades. There's only time for strictly being about business. We used to always talk back in the day, we need the real ones to rise up and get all the boule and the sellouts to the back. That's exactly what we are now, fam. You got to love it. You got all the real ones in the front. You got all the certified sisters riding, all the certified brothers riding. We ain't taking nothing from nobody, no excuses, no love letters. We ain't trying to be friendly, diddly, winly. We're not holding hands. We are out here trying to advance our foundational Black American lineage, and we understand the only way that we're going to be able to advance us and to achieve our goals is to be exactly that, regulated. Regulating is the cure for everything. They boule, we regulate. They tether, we regulate. They tap dance, we regulate. They bootleg, we regulate. The regulators are here, fam, and it's a regulator wave and a regulator generation brought to you by the regulators who are us, and regulators mount up. Let me show y'all even further what we talk about when we talk about how this era is different and how it's making folks feel completely ashamed of who the hell they are. Let me take it all the way back to Mr. Godfrey. Godfrey was out here talking all this talk, but that regulating them pulled up on that doorstep.
Nigerian as well as American, because the Black Americans are part of my life. Like, I grew up with them. They've protected me. Coming from Chicago, I was y'all. That's my sister was born in Nigeria, but we had Biafra. So my parents came. I was born in Nebraska. My brother, Chicago, we all raised in Chicago, but I'm both. But I'm very Nigerian because that was not all we saw. We ate it every day. We ate the food every day. We had big parties. My mother was part of a women's club in Chicago, and my father was part of a men's club. And I had to go and visit, see all my uncles. So we did Nigerian parties every other week. And so Nigeria was there. And then my friend.
Nigeria was there? I thought dude earlier said, you've only been to Nigeria twice. Oh, so your household does affect what you are. Your household does affect your lineage. So you grew up with a lineage of Nigerians. Okay, what about this?
Foundationally Black American. It's like, yes, I can say I'm foundationally Black American, and I am not you. I'm like, no. Because like my father used to tell me, I don't know what all this fuss is about. Daddy sent people. You guys are brothers. Yeah. And then like, my dad said, y'all, man, we ain't your brother. We ain't African booty scratchers. No, but we look alike. No.
Yeah. All right, man. All right, cool. Well, this came into when reparations was being considered. Yeah. When reparations came in, they're like, how much are Black Americans owed? It had to be codified. Right. They're owed a lot. Yeah. They deserve a lot. The inventions in America are damn near all Black. Let's just keep it 100. All the stuff that people are using, from the doorknob to the escalator to the elevator to medical devices to pacemakers to GPSs to helicopter. We can just keep going. People are using it because a lot of white inventors were able to steal patents, like Thomas Edison stole patents.
There he goes with all of that patent and inventor stuff. All that's a smoke screen, family.
You can give it to us because we can call. So I got. They gonna come after you. I got called the N-word in my honors English class. What you talking about? I'm like, I get some money. Don't I get some trauma?
I say spread that you say.
I get N-word trauma.
If there's leftover,
unless they were pronouncing Nigeria.
N-word trauma, y'all. Oh, we went back and we combed through everything, and we seen some real funny style language, fam. N-word trauma. N-word trauma. These people will try to tie themselves into every single thing we do. N-word trauma is what this man just said.
area wrong. I was like, it's only 1 G, man. It's not 2 Gs.
Godfrey and I, we were having this conversation about, whether or not there was a beef or what I called a misunderstanding in the Black community between Black immigrants and
foundational Black Americans.
But yeah, I'm not a big fan of that term.
It's divisive.
I'm not a big fan of that term.
It's divisive.
Godfrey said it's divisive in the background. Fam, this was a minute ago. He said it's divisive. You heard him. You heard him, fam. He said it's divisive, but so there you go. How come all that Nigerian stuff wasn't divisive? Huh? How come all that diaspora stuff ain't divisive? Huh? Black Americans been calling this dude out for eons. Ben knew this dude ain't about nothing for eons. He can't fool us.
I don't think there's any actual Black person that was surprised when Godfrey was trying to turn up on that Black lady, who was just disappointed at the reaction he had to that weak-ass British actor that they had the nerve to let play fucking Martin Luther King Jr., his garbage ass, weak ass. And then I don't really see how y'all are confused that Godfrey don't really care for Black people. Like Malcolm said in his book, bro, I don't trust people, especially white people, that always want to have Black people around them, that always want to be on good terms with Black people. We don't got no allies, bro. We don't. It's sad to say, but them niggas be spies, bro. He always trying to, you feel me? It was only a matter of time before he showed his true colors, and that he's what he is, bro. And he's not one of us. He's what he is, and he's not one of us. It's that simple, fam. And then you wanted to hang on to the fact that you defend us so much when, first of all, nobody asked you to do that, bitch. Why don't you just defend whatever the fuck that is that you stand for and what you is? I was born in Chicago. I don't give a fuck where you was born, bitch. So like I said, you want to cling on to the fact that you defend us so much. Okay, well, why when he said if you dumb down the Nigerian accent and put some subservience in it, you get slavery? And when he said that, you said, facts.
Facts. He did say facts. He did say facts. He said he didn't say facts, but he said facts, so we know it's a fact on who he's working for. And notice, fam, he never, ever came back and said anything. He thought he was going to get angry as a response. That's what they always do, fam. They think they're going to apologize their way out, or they think they're going to yell at us on the way out. Every single thing that Godfrey does, we know that he's a tether by the way he's responded. If you was really down, you would know how to deal with foundational Black Americans, and you're not bigger than us. Let me tell you something. Somebody who's not a foundational Black American can't tell foundational Black Americans how foundational Black Americans deal with other foundational Black Americans. Point blank, bottom line. And what we put it into now, y'all, there's no allegiance based on melanin. The melanin Avengers is over with. All right. Anybody who got that in their head and they playing around, they think that's what it is, it's over. Notice what these people do, fam. They always try to force us into a group that we don't want to be in, and then they get mad at us when we say we're not in the group. That's why I say they have tether supremacy. They feel that they can just pull that on Black Americans. They want to say, oh, we're all one. Why? Because we got melanin. Melanin has never, ever on the history of this planet Earth formulated any type of group. It's never formulated any type of existence where people are living in some type of harmony, no pun intended. This has never, ever happened in America or on the planet. So therefore, we do not accept any of these falsehoods that they always try to put on us, because that's what they do, y'all. They be like, you're African because I got melanin. You're Jamaican. You're Haitian. I remember back in the old days, fam, where Jamaicans used to claim. Think about this, fam. You got all of them people trying to claim us as Haitians. You got Africans who try to claim us. Y'all notice the whole diaspora claims Black Americans? They just go around and claim us, fam. It's literally like this. If you ever want to see how these people view us, look at how all of them claim us. Think about that, fam. Jamaicans say, you guys are really Jamaican. Yo, people came here from Jamaica. It was one boat stop away. I just showed you all the damn Haitians saying, if you go back in your timeline, Haiti is really all of y'all. I showed you earlier, Joyless Reed was saying Crispus Attucks was Haitian. They say New Orleans is Haitian. They say Louisiana is Haitian. So the Haitians claim us, and Jamaicans claim us, and Africa claims us. Like there's some type of pecking order of tethers. Hell no. Hell no. That lets you know how these people feel truly about foundational Black Americans, and it's all stemming and all rooted out of absolute, pure, positive jealousy. That's where it all comes from, fam. These people are jealous that foundational Black Americans, certified Black society, we got our own thing. We got our own thing, and they're not a part of it. That's what it is, fam. This is all just envy, all right? It's just envy flipped upside down in the form of hatred. But at the end of the damn day, we ain't a part of none of that. We certified FBA. They already know what it is. We certified FBA. And that's how it is. That's how it will always be, because that's how it's always been. Remember, y'all, we ain't creating nothing. We're enforcing everything. This is just us enforcing reality. You're enforcing nature. Delineation is just enforcing nature. That's all delineation is, fam. We didn't come up and break nothing up. They try to make this thing that we were all living in some type of diaspora harmony, and then FBA showed up and FBA broke up that harmony. Hell no. There was never no harmony. So all we're doing is reinforcing what it is and telling people you can't come over here. We set our guidelines, set our boundaries, and it's not our fault that pisses you off. You're just going to be a pissed off ass tether, but you'd probably rather be pissed off than pissed on. Well, in their case, they'd probably rather be pissed on. But hey, who's counting? Let me tell you even further about these anchor tethers. Because family, when they wild out, they spaz out, and they crash out, the only thing that you can come to a conclusion is that these individuals realize time is up. And when time is up, fam, you start to see real sporadic behavior come from these individuals. Y'all notice that, fam? It's been some real sporadic behavior coming from the tether community. This is why you're seeing podcasts and all these different things. And every last one of them are trying to get in on foundationals. The Black American versus African beef is tired. There's no beef. It's just us getting money and them watching.
And a beef that never made any sense to me, Black Americans versus Africans. What the fuck are we doing? Are we not both niggas? Y'all, the world hates us equally. No one's going to stop you and be like, oh, where are you from? And then treat you differently from a Black person that comes from a different place. The world views us all the same. So what the fuck? Where is the disconnect coming from? Someone explain that. Like, and it's just a whole bunch of bullshit. A lot of bullshit started back when we were younger. Like, a lot of the experiences that African kids had growing up, the racist experiences that they had growing up, mostly came from Black Americans, calling African kids African.
There you go. 36 seconds in, fam, and all of that, we friends turn into y'all bad. Y'all notice that, fam? You notice that pattern? They always start off talking about, we all friends. I love y'all. We don't need to be beefing. It's really Black Americans' fault. Y'all notice that? Within 30 seconds, fam, it turns into what we did wrong. They always blaming us, fam. These are some big baby-ass blamers. That's all they do. You did it. It's your fault. Black Americans is the reason. It's always Black Americans are the reason why your ass is failing.
Bunch of bullshit. A lot of bullshit started back when we were younger. Like, a lot of the experiences that African kids had growing up, the racist experiences that they had growing up, mostly came from Black Americans, calling African kids African booty scratchers. I don't know if that was in retaliation. You feel me? Because me personally, I never in my life have I ever had to deal with racism from any group. But from stories that I've heard online and from things that I've seen from...
What? What? You never had to experience racism from any group? Fam, did y'all hear that? Wait, hold up, stop, freeze, hold up, bring it back. Did this person just say they never experienced racism from any group? Is she blaming us for racism? Oh, hell no. Delineate, regulate, separate. Straight up and down. Regulation. She said she never experienced racism. So I guess we did that too, huh?
That was in retaliation. You feel me? Because me personally, I never in my life have I ever had to deal with racism from any group. But from stories that I've heard online and from things that I've seen from people around me, that's just what it is. And I've just never understood that, like, we're supposed to be gang. We're supposed to be close, but we just not. And listen, I'm not coming for no group. I'm not coming for Africans. I'm not coming for Black Americans. I ain't coming for nobody. I just want to understand, where is this disconnect coming from? Why do we hate each other so much? Why? And then
there goes that 50-50 split, y'all. And we is us. Why don't we always have these problems? It's our problem collectively. It's what we all do. Nope.
And y'all, I just seen a video, right? This dude on Instagram was basically talking about like the same thing that I'm talking about right now. And then Black Americans just got up on the in the comment section, pointing the finger and saying, but Africans did this, African did that. Bro, I'm not trying to justify the things that Africans have done and said, because Africans do be saying fucked up things. But it's both groups. It's constant back and forth. We're not going to point the finger at just one group. It's both groups. It's both groups. It's constant back and forth. We're not going to point the finger at just one group. It's
Nope. I'm going to tell you what we going to do. Hey, since we win, okay, up in here, since we going to play the we game, all right, we are saying it's y'all. And we don't care what you think because we are from the country that you want to come to. How about that one? We can shut all this down. See, fam, this is what we can do. We can shut all this down right now simply by saying we don't give a damn. How about that one? They say it's we. It's all of we who did this. And I'm going to say, nope, it's all of we who don't give a damn what you talking about. There it is, fam. Simple case of we don't give a F. Y'all see how far we don't give a F takes us? Do you see how far we don't give a F sends foundational Black Americans straight up the damn road to get to the damn bank to cash the damn money while we looking at these people? We don't give a damn. It's not a we problem, it's a you problem, and the you problem is personal. So yeah, what's it? Yeah, wheeze. It's wheeze. And we've been calling it out. That's what they've been doing for the longest time, fam. With the we stuff, think about it, y'all. They'll say we, but let them win an award. And that we turns into my. Y'all know what I'm saying? It turned into mine real quick, won't it? Well, it's mine. No, I mean, it's ours. I mean, it's we. No. We can just clear all of that up. Foundational Black Americans, you not like us. Everybody go home. Everybody go home because it all belongs to this right here. This lineage, man. I'm loving it, man. The vibe is so strong. The vibe is powerful, y'all. These people are literally breaking down. They're literally breaking down, and we put them in that position. Hey, listen, fam. I'm here to take all responsibility for it, fam. I'm a sociologist. I understand the way it works, y'all. We put these people in a position of desperation because you need us. It's not my fault that you've been milking a system that is designed for you to steal and extract from my lineage. And simply by my lineage saying, hell to the no, you can't do it no more. Therefore, you go broke. See, fam, we're making all the non-homeland builders go back to being non-homeland builders. We're making all the fleers go back to being fleers. We're making all the tethers who got to come to the United States of America be tethers who got to leave the United States of America. Delineation and regulating has taken it up to the point where they're exposed for exactly what they are. Y'all notice we've been doing that? We exposed Godfrey. Ain't no coming back for Godfrey. Godfrey is wrapped up. It's done. You're done, son. You can take that back to Nigeria and you can skip over Chicago, go to the Congo. You be better off there, right at home with the rest of the fleers. Because we know damn thing for certain is that you can talk like foundational Black Americans. You can walk like foundational Black Americans, but you just somebody trying to scam foundational Black Americans, and we can't be scammed. No, we never have been able to be scammed. Fam, it's always the people that they put in place that try to push the scammers on us. It's never been us. The foundational Black American community by mass has never fell for the lies. Let me go ahead and dispel that, y'all. There's this thing where back in the old days, we used to fall for stuff. No, we didn't. It was the people that they put in office. This is why we're getting rid of tethers. I mean, think who you got: Wes Moore, Kamala Harris, Barack Obama, Hakeem Jeffries, Byron Donalds. You got Republicans and Democrats. You got tethers everywhere, fam. Those are the ones who've been perpetrating the fraud on us. The average foundational Black American, we got that wherewithal. We see through these people every time they pull up. And the difference is now is that the grassroots is in command and the grassroots is seeing it out. So therefore, when we call your ass an anchor tether baby, you're an anchor tether baby. And now the paperwork is showing that anchor tether babies can't come here to the United States of America. They got to go home and their parents is going home. And the deportations is going up and TPS is going out. And foundational Black Americans getting paid. I mean, damn, that's a great story to me. And it's brought to you in courtesy from this lineage, y'all, particularly at this time frame with this frequency that we're all tapped into. And they can't tap into it. So if you ever really want to see the difference between us and them, fam, just look at the things that they can't tap into. I mean, come on, fam. You think this is a foundational Black American? Really, family? Really? Fam, this individual right here has been running around cosplaying foundational Black Americans for the longest. And nobody takes it serious. Fam, she couldn't fool any damn body trying to say she's a foundational Black American. She can talk around it, talk in circles, talk in squares, whatever she chooses to do. Ain't nobody gonna believe that's a foundational Black American. Everybody's gonna say that's a Congolese woman. That's what they're gonna say. All that stuff where if we get pulled over, nobody gonna be able to know. Nah, if you get pulled over, everybody gonna see that damn forehead in them damn headlights, and they gonna say, nope, she not like us. Even the damn W's gonna know that. And if you look right here, her paperwork is pulled out on the table. Fam, we pulling out paperwork every day. We pulling out paperwork every day. Your paperwork says the Congo and Guyana. Well, that means you're going to have to Goga. Get the hell up out of here. We're going to cancel you like your show got canceled. The days of you coming around my damn lineage and pretending to be us are over. Because let me tell you something, fam. We're done with people who don't like blackness and then they want to prop up blackness to steal from black Americans. Every single thing that you do, black Americans, be stern about it, be proud about it, because being stern and being proud is what shuts these people down. We're done with seeing people say, me no black. And the only time you're ever concerned with blackness is when you can take away from the people who've been black all damn day. Ain't no more part-time, half-time blackness. It's full-time blackness. And if you own the planet Earth, then you know the only full-time black people are foundational black Americans. Every single melanated person on the earth has been playing part-time black. They've been me no black the whole damn day, the whole damn month, the whole damn year. They encounter one foundational black American who's getting money, then they want to stop being part-time and be full-time. That don't exist. You better sit your mop melanated other people ass down and stay a melanated other person, because you can't come around us. The days where people sit there and say, me no black, or we all black, brother, or you and Nakata, whatever phrases you got, we say it loud, I'm black and I'm proud. Y'all see the difference? Y'all see the difference? They don't have no phrases, no terms, no terminology, nothing that shows that type of vibe, because they not like us. Again, for the millionth time, none of these people are like us, fam. We super duper certified foundationals, and we've been holding it down. And let me tell you how we've been making these people afraid, y'all. They out there begging. Fam, I told y'all about TPS. Got them stressed. And ain't no mess, because ain't none of them left. Watch this.
Bro, I don't understand this shit. I'm scrolling TikTok, and I'm seeing that the American are trying to deport people to like different Caribbeans. And they said they're gonna send something to Jamaica. And the Jamaican people are getting mad. They mad. Why is it always us black people? It's not even other foreign country that think African Americans here are different from them. Like, I don't understand. Like, that's the propaganda that they got in our freaking head, bro. We are like Caribbean people. Why is we? I'm sorry.
I told y'all they melting down. Fam, shout out to the chat. Y'all came up with this one a couple weeks ago. Is this another blackout crash out? Is this another blackout crash out? This looked like a blackout crash out to me, y'all. This looked like another one and another one. This man is literally crashing out. Look, he's out. I just hurts. It hurts. I got to go. Look at him. Look at these people, fam. These people are literally having crash outs live and in living color because they know they going home. I love every second of it because I love every one of us.
Think African Americans here are different from them. Like, I don't understand. Like, that's the propaganda that they got in our freaking head, bro. We are like Caribbean people. Why is we? I'm sorry, bro. I don't get it, bro. This is why we are unequal, bro. I don't understand. What's the point? Bro, I don't understand.
He got real moist at the end of that, didn't he? He got real moist at the end of that, didn't he? That man over there hurt. This is what y'all delineation do, fam. This is your delineation, black Americans. Black Americans. This is your delineation right here. This is the results of your delineation. This is the effects of your delineation, fam. Salute yourself. Applaud yourself, fam. You did this. This is the results of your delineation, black folks. You're the ones who got these people like that. You made a decision that you're tired of these people cosplaying us and undercutting us because, quite frankly, they're just not healthy for us. And you made the decision that you're going to get on code with the rest of your certifieds. You're going to be very stern. You're going to regulate these people and AKA not save these people. So all the disrespect, they're all getting their anti-black karma. Anti-black karma is what you see on that damn screen, fam. Anti-black karma is the reason why these folks are crying. Anti-black karma is the reason why these people are disappearing, fam. Tethers are pulling the disappearing act. They getting deported. They getting snatched up. They're trying to go there. They're trying to go there, but they can't stay here. That's what's all happening, fam. And that's all because of us. You can think that 24/7 blackout, fam. The blackout's a movement. The blackout is a movement, fam. People thought this was a flash in the pan, fly by night. No, the hell it wasn't. This is a full-time blackout, fam. That's why we said 24/7. That's why we said permanent. How many brothers and sisters went out their way to be like, nope, permanent. Don't use no term other than permanent. If you ain't using permanent, you ain't talking about us. We went there, fam. We went there wholeheartedly. And that's why we're winning out here. We regulated these people to the point where they're literally having crash outs. And that is what the goal was from the jump, fam. That's what the goal was from the jump, fam, was to make these people crash all the way out and to make these people have to deal with us. That is what we do. This is how we run it. And this is why they are running. Big damn difference when you start dealing with foundational Black Americans in this time frame opposed to anybody else. Shout out to the world. Shout out to anybody watching foundational Black Americans and taking something good from it. But let me tell you something. You can knock, but you can't come in. But if ABK knocks on your door, your ass is going home. So you better make a decision. You better make that decision fast because certified foundational Black Americans is on your ass. Let me show y'all even further proof that we got these people all shook up and they don't know what to do and they don't know where to go. Godfrey has been G-checked to the point where now his own people are trying to black him out. Yep. His own people said enough is enough. His own people said, your ass ain't welcome here. Y'all ain't heard all that fence straddling stuff that he was trying to do? You can't straddle no fence, fam, when you're dealing with them, fam. Hell to the no. Y'all look at this right here. They telling Godfrey, we've been waiting for you to get canceled. These are his own tethers.
Watching Godfrey, the Nigerian comedian, get cooked on social media has been the highlight of my week. It was something, I'm not going to lie, that I was waiting for a very long time because millennials like myself, Nigerian millennials like myself, remember when he was making those pandering videos, when he was throwing Nigerians under the bus, like there wasn't two sides to the story. When he was throwing Africans under the bus in general, like there wasn't two sides to the story, like Africans just came and were treated so amazing and then they just turned their backs on people that look like them. That's exactly what it made us look like. You know, like people didn't have bad experiences that has created this negative view of other people.
Uh-oh! Is the tether on tether crime coming, fam? You know that's always the last thing. You know, like I know tether on tether crime is always the last thing. So wait a minute, Godfrey. Look like you about to be racially homeless. Look like you about to have nowhere to go, Godfrey. Looks like you stuck, Godfrey. Look now, family. His own people say, I'm just glad that he's getting canceled. He did this to himself. He pandered, he played, he's this, he's that. You getting a little dose of tribalism, ain't you? You getting some tribalism coming your way. It looked like FBA done regulated you, and now your ass is getting tribalism effect.
Watching Godfrey, the Nigerian comedian, get cooked on social media has been the highlight of my week. It was something, I'm not going to lie, that I was waiting for a very long time because millennials like myself, Nigerian millennials like myself, remember when he was making those pandering videos, when he was throwing Nigerians under the bus, like there wasn't two sides to the story. When he was throwing Africans under the bus in general, like there wasn't two sides to the story, like Africans just came and were treated so amazing and then they just turned their backs on people that look like them. That's exactly what it made us look like. You know, like people didn't have bad experiences that has created this negative view of other people. Watching Godfrey, the Nigerian comedian, get cooked on.
Damn. That ain't too good for you there, Godfrey. Y'all see what happens, fam? They end up turning on each other, don't they? Don't they end up doing that, fam? Ain't that the last thing, y'all? Ain't that the last thing that they end up doing, fam? They end up turning on each other? You damn right that's exactly what they end up doing. Turning on each other. Now, your people over there are sitting there turning. This is why we don't want nothing to do with it. Let me say this straight up. We don't want nothing to do with the diaspora. We don't. Get y'all ish together, fam. The same people that you seen when you was 5 years old, your ass could be 50 years old, you could be 60 years old. It's the same people in the same situation. We don't want nothing to do with that. Keep all of your scamming and all of that over there. We don't want to be your buddies and your allies. We ain't friends. We ain't all black brother. We foundational black Americans. Quit trying to play games with race and lineage. Quit trying to play games with melanin and lineage. You know what lineage is. You not like us, so stay over there. We don't give a damn. Because if you looking, fam, look at all the problems in Haiti. Look at all the problems in Africa. Look at all the problems in Jamaica. Foundational black Americans are the only first world black people. Foundational black Americans are the only builder black people. Foundational black Americans are the only successful black people. Everybody else who has melanin is either third world or they're scamming, or they're third world scammers. Most likely the latter. We're the only ones who are getting it, y'all. To be a foundational black American is like driving in a Lamborghini, counting hundreds of dollars. And then somebody on the corner is trying to jump onto the back of your goddamn car. I mean, they're trying to climb up the damn trunk, pull up the hood, anything to get in. And you just tell them, hell to no, you better hit them brakes and let them and go fly, okay? That's what you do. Because anybody trying to latch on to us, they're trying to latch onto our greatness. So this is why we've been shutting them down. And this is why we told, bro, your ass is on that op list. What you on that op list is the I can't stop list. And you can't knock this because we out here hustling big time. And we made so many great decisions by it. So Godfrey, who we put on the op list a long time ago, canceled. All the tethers out there, we done canceled them. All the fleers out there, we done canceled them too. It's a beautiful thing to be FBA, y'all. We got so much traction. We got so much vibe. We got so much energy. It's us, man. We the flex, y'all. We the flex. I hate when they say things like, y'all think y'all the main character. We think we the main character. Hell yeah, we the main character. We know. That's what bothers you so much because we know who's the main character. And when you talk about main character, let me show you guys Joyless Reed real quick. Take a look at Joyless Reed real quick. Oh, damn, my bad. My bad. I get that confused. Is that Joyless? Who did it better, y'all? Who did it better? I thought that was Joy Reed. Am I right or wrong, fam? I'm sorry. Who did it better? I can't tell, family. I'm having a hard time trying to figure this out, fam. I'm having a hard time walking and carrying this much FBA exceptionalism. Sometimes, I might have a little fallback a little bit. Damn, who did it better, y'all? I'm really trying to figure it out. I know we do it better. I know they better pack their bags. I know they better get to running. I know they better know their time's up. I know they better see deportation and ICE coming. Because for all them folks a couple days ago that was running around here, said twins. For all them folks a couple days ago that was talking all that madness, they were talking all that nonsense. They thought everything was good. Family, this week in deportations, family, there may still be some anchor babies here, but there's some damn deported parents as well. This week in deportations. Hold on, fam. Before I play this, let me show y'all exactly what I mean. When I say these folks ain't playing with these folks, they got damn music on here. Hold on, let me take the damn music off. Y'all look how they ended up getting this person and enjoy this right here, fam, because it's wonderful. Look how they pulled this person out and tell me right now what's happening. I had to play that just a little bit for y'all. One way or another, they got the glass and they on your ass, fam. Look at the parents, fam. You thought you was going to lock your door, didn't you? One way or another, they was going to find you. They was going to get you. One more time. Look at that, fam. Oh, come on out. Come on out. You got to go. Y'all putting that in the chat. Y'all code. It's going to get you. A deported parent. Damn. Look at that, fam. A deported parent. Look, come on out. Get out. Get at. There you go. They got to come. You got to go, fam. They thought it was all good, though, didn't they? Didn't they, fam? Uh-huh. Y'all see? This is what happens, fam. Look at the guy, a hole in your window and stuff. You can tell everybody back home why your ass got this right here. There it is, family. You're going to have to go. You're going to have to go regardless. They pulling out all the stops, fam. You're starting to see more glass being shattered. You're starting to see more people going, one way or another. That's cold, man. But nobody takes it serious because you're coming to the United States of America. And all the anchor tethers are exactly that, anchor tethers. You're still a tether. You're still a foreigner. So you're starting to see Julio's got to go. You're starting to see Romero's got to go, and everybody getting blacked out. And that's what it's all about. It's always been that way. It will always be that way, fam. This is what we're doing. Shout out to all my certifieds because y'all been seeing people and y'all been putting them on the line, and I'm loving that. I'm loving the energy, family. One more time. I got to show y'all that one more back. I'm loving the energy, y'all, because the energy is what's setting everything apart, y'all. The energy is what's creating the separation. The energy is what's making everything move swiftly, y'all. And that's what I love the most about this generation, fam. Everything is moving very swiftly. Joyless Reed right there. Shout out to you, Joyless. You know what I'm saying? Much respect and all the no joy that you have or don't have, shall I say. Shout out to you. It's over with. But family, there's a thing that we got on here, and I need everybody's opinion because I heard a bunch of different opinions, but I want to hear from the certified family. We got this thing out here that we got, fam, with all of these foreigners and all these outsiders, but we need to go ahead and put a new name on it, y'all. We need a new name. So can y'all give me some names that we're going to put on the new foundational Black American most op list? Give me some people that y'all need. Who we going to designate, fam? Who we going to put on the list that needs to go ahead and get the next G check? Because I'm feeling real G checking, and I know some folks that need to get their names put right on this list. So y'all tell me, because I seen some people earlier, some people said we need to go ahead and get Stephen A. Smith. We're doing this every week, fam. Every Friday, we got a new one. Every Friday, fam, we're going to have a new one. We're going to start breaking them down. We're going to put everybody there, and we're going to see Joyless Reed. She done got that work tonight, so she might have got that work without even being on it. Every week, fam, we're going to have to get us some new folks to put on this damn list. So them folks know that we run this. Who y'all got for me? Y'all got some good ones. Al Sharp, Jasmine Crockett, Cynthia Revo, Candace Owens. Okay. Bobblehead Al, Abby Phillips. Yeah, I can't stand that one either. Good one. Kai Sanat. Okay. Talk your talk, Black Americans. Talk your talk. We gonna fill this one out every damn time. We gonna fill this one out every time, y'all, so we can make this crystal clear. Yeah. Oh, y'all got some good names too. Y'all got some good damn names. I'm loving that, fam. Oh yeah, this is what we doing. This is what we on, fam. This is what we on. This is it. This is it right now. Clear as day, y'all. Every single person going on this list, we checking them. Oh yeah. We got to get Stephen A. Smith. He got to get that work. Stephen A. Smith got to get the work. He gonna have to just get checked, and that's just how it's gonna have to be. Yep, he on that list too. Yeah, oh, good one. Yep, okay, y'all got me in here now. Oh, I'm turned up now. Yeah, Officer Tatum, Gabrielle Union, yep, Flacco. Damn, boy, we gonna have a whole list. Let's do this by the 2s and 3s, fam. I think every week we're gonna have to do like 2 to 3 folk. 2 to 3 folk. Yeah, we gonna definitely get Sonny Hassan, Charlemagne the Fraud. Yep, absolutely. Yep, we gonna have to get a lot of them. Yeah, Luke, Two-Tooth Luke, you next, Two-Tooth. We gonna get you, Two-Tooth. It's over with. Yeah, a lot of them been talking real reckless. I'm seeing all the names. Yeah, absolutely. That's what I'm talking about, family. Oh, it's on now. Oh, it's on. Y'all got me turned up to the maximum. Turned all the way up to the maximum. Every week, fam, Foundational Black Americans Most Op List. See, what we're doing, y'all, is that we're getting rid of all the toxicity, all the negative energy, all the bad vibes, the bad people. See, it's always been the smuts that have always tried to hold back the Black American community. Well, we got the antidote for that, family, and that's called regulating. And what we're going to do is we're going to put everybody's name on that op list, and then all my foundational Black Americans is going to check them. That's what we're going to do. And when all my foundational Black Americans check them, these people completely collapse, and we break them down. And then we step over them, and we'll keep it pushing. That's how we doing, fam. Canceling everybody. This is how you get the job done. And this is how we getting the job done. And you can only do it in the certified fashion because we certified foundational Black Americans, and we doing the certified thing, fam. And when I tell everybody that we on certified time, and I tell everybody that we doing it the certified way, I want everybody to understand one thing. Why you had Mr. Godfrey, and Godfrey was over there, and his mama was fleeing with fleas over there in Nigeria. Foundational Black Americans, we were here in the United States of America. Yes, the hell we were. Yes, the hell we were. When Godfrey and his other fleas were out there running and stuck in their damn homeland, foundational Black Americans, we was right here in the United States of America. When you seen these people without a pot to piss in and a window to throw it out, foundational Black Americans was right here in the United States of America. Do you see how our story always goes back to the United States of America? And do you see how their story always goes back to the Tetherlands? Yes, the hell it does. Let me show y'all why exactly we've been regulating and we've been standing on business. It's because we are foundational Black Americans. We are certified Black society. A foundational Black American is only that. There's not a 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. There's no connections. There's no collaborations. There's no add-ons. It's FBA all damn day. It's certified all the damn time. And Africans have been trying to cling on to us, but Africans are seeing that they can't. So now Africans are melting down, as well as the Jamaicans, as well as the Haitians, and the whole die asses are poorer. And foundational Black Americans been standing on. Didn't we tell these people, fam, that it's FBA full blood? Didn't we tell these people that the family tree is right here in the United States? You're seeing now every single day, more and more facts are coming out, more and more evidence and more receipts that they keep on looking for Africa, but they can't find Africa in America because foundational Black Americans ain't no damn African. You know it. Look at this, fam. This is why we've been regulating, and this is why they're afraid. You can't trace FBA nowhere.
Match to
Here
a specific geographic region in
certified.
Africa. These were the findings from Ely at 5% of Black Americans cannot be matched to a specific geographic region in Africa. These were the findings from Ely et al. In 2008, although they use language to intentionally misrepresent their findings. The study examined mtDNA sequences from 74 samples of the Gullah Geechee, as well as 97 African American samples from the Army. The authors compared the Black American samples to a database constructed of nearly 4,000 mtDNA sequences. These sequences represented every region in the continent of Africa, except North Africa, of course. The study found that 38% of the Gullah Geechee samples could not be matched to any sequence in their African database, and 40% of the African American Army samples could also not be matched to any African sequences in their database. However, what the authors frame as a positive finding for their study is actually the smoking gun. This is buried deep in the discussion. Essentially, about 53% of the samples, more than half, match multiple regions in the database. So instead of just matching one single mtDNA sequence, they match several of them. When we're talking about mtDNA, the entire point of analyzing different sequences is that a single mutation creates this new branch. You are tracking a defining set of mutations in order to determine the lineage. Therefore, if the Black American samples are matching multiple different sites, that also means they're not matching the core mutations needed to determine that lineage. So if you're matching multiple, then you are matching none, especially given that different positions, the mutations at different sites can be found across the globe. The Gullah Geechee are supposed to be the quintessential example of Africans that retain their culture within the United States, yet 91% of that do not match any African lineages. This study is just another case of showing us that these regions in Africa were receivers and not the source. 95% of Black Americans cannot.
Damn. Family, do you see what we're talking about? Do you see what we're saying out here in these streets, family? You can't find none. You keep looking. You keep searching. There ain't none. You keep trying. It ain't happening. This is why foundational Black Americans are standing on foundational Black American business, is because they aren't like us. Never have, never will be. All they can do is flee, fam. That's all they can do is flee, and all they can do is leave, but they can't be nothing like me. That's what it is. They've been searching, family. They've been searching left and right, and now we're getting to the point where the main thing that we've been shutting down, everybody's seeing it. The main thing that we've been putting to work, everybody's watching it. The main thing that we've been doing, everybody's witnessing it. You can't find no African and no foundational Black American because a foundational Black American, again, ain't no African. You already know what it is, y'all. We are ahead of the curve, ahead of the time, all on one, all on the line. Check this out, family. That right there is even further proof why we shutting everybody down, fam. Oh, they're going to learn. You going to learn trying to mess with foundational Black Americans and certified 100. You're going to learn that keep trying to push these other lineages, trying to push these other races, trying to push these other groups and parties on us. You're going to learn that FBA will cancel your ass with they ass all at the same time. We will do it with pride. Trust me. We are very prideful of being foundational Black Americans. We're very prideful of our ancestors, our elders. We're very prideful of each other. And the same pride that we have, we will take that pride and we will boot your ass completely out of this country, across the borders, back across whatever ocean your ass swam over. Trust me, it can go down like that. Foundational Black Americans know what it is. We've been showing the world. Everybody's witnessing it. And now everybody's just got to sit back and enjoy the show. And we putting on the show because we are that thorough, that certified, that on point. Even further on point, family. One of the main things that we done did, y'all, and I want y'all to love this. Look at your screen, family. Look at your screen. I love you too, fam. Look at your screen. Will Essence Fest stay in New Orleans? Negotiations for new city contract continue. Family, we done ran the Essence Festival out of New Orleans. Yes, indeed. Shout out to us, family. Shout out to us. FBA done did it again. The Essence Festival was a damn flop. The Essence Festival did a backflip, somersault, landed, and ain't nobody rocking with it. So do you see? Do you see what we did again, fam? Oh, it's over with for the Essence Festival. We done ran them clear out of New Orleans. They out here searching. They out there looking. They said, can we find something? I'm going to tell you why. Because they thought it was going to be all good. They thought we was going to show up. They thought they was going to get the ratchet crowd. They come to find out the ratchet crowd can't save your ass. They come to find out the ratchet crowd ain't going to pay them damn bills. You ain't got every single little Democrat off the street, off the block, and every single Democrat that you done paid for done made your ass get a pink slip. There you go, family. Do you see what FBA does? Do you see how FBA run it? I want y'all all to rejoice in what we just did, fam. The Essence Festival 2026 was a catastrophic flop. And if you thought that they was in debt before, fam, it costs money to get Patti LaBelle. It costs money to get all them ratchet rappers. It costs money. I bet you can't pay back now. The vendors out there said that it was trash again. You had all the people in New Orleans, they said it wasn't no good. The fire marshal actually shut it down, fam. There was a blackout during our blackout. What does that tell you? What does that tell you about foundational Black American energy, y'all? They thought we was playing. They thought we was playing, and now they see that we was 100% certified. The Essence Festival was a debacle, and everybody says they need to go ahead and leave it alone. So now we got these folks searching for a brand new home, family. FBA did that. FBA did that. Oh, trust me, fam. Let me show y'all. This is when Michelle Obama was talking. You see all them empty seats, family? Look at all them empty seats. You see them? You got empty seat after empty seat after empty seat because we ain't show up. They thought they had something this year, didn't they? Michelle Obama could feel. Look at all them empty seats, family. Look at that. The only time I've seen more empty seats is when I checked Kamala in Savannah. Seems like everywhere they go, there's empty seats. And it seems like everywhere we are, everybody's watching. If we tell the world that we will shut your ass down, we will shut your ass down. And now we done ran them out of town. The Essence Festival is looking for a new home. You don't look for a new home unless the home that you in, people ain't turn out the way you wanted it to. That's all foundationals. Let me send this right now, and I got to big it on up. Certified salute to Louisiana. Certified salute to New Orleans, because they was trying to push it like there was a big turnout. The brothers and sisters in New Orleans said, no, it wasn't. They was trying to push it like it was a big success. The brothers and sisters in the streets who were there said that it was a debacle. They said it got shut down. It was all over the place. Confusion, melted down. That's because FBA's in their head, y'all. Foundational Black Americans is in their head. They knew that we was blacking them out. So this past whole year, fam, when we told them and we designated them for the 24/7 blackout, the whole year, they was wondering what they was going to do next. They got a bag from the Democrats to pay off Cardi B and Lotto and Kehlani. But the fact that you paid off all those people and you still had all those empty seats lets me know that foundational Black Americans in New Orleans black show ass out. And they did it certified style in a certified way. So now your asses is on the phone trying to find somewhere else to take it. And wherever you go to, we going to shut that one down. We going to shut down the next one. And we going to continue to shut them down. Empty seats every damn day when foundational Black Americans come out your way. Back again. This is what you see, family. Shut down. Clear. What they got? Nothing. What they do? Nothing. They can't have no damage control. They can't try to spin it. They can't try to flip it. They can't try to say it wasn't that bad. Brothers and sisters out there were saying it was a debacle. They said it was pitiful. They said it was the worst Essence Festival that they seen. We told everybody, you ain't going to get the ratchet crowd to keep turning out for you. The ratchet crowd ain't going to do nothing. The ratchet crowd is not going to pay your bills. It just ain't happening. Let me tell you what does happen. Foundational Black Americans, we the ones who got it. Yeah, absolutely. The math ain't mathing. The math ain't mathing. I like that. That's exactly what's going on right now, y'all. You see right there, they're done for. And I'm loving that because that sets the precedence, Black folks. That sets the precedence that if it's a festival, if it's an election, if it's a salon, if it's a grocery store, no matter where you are, no matter what you do, we will come and see your ass. This is what real pulling up look like. This is what real regulators look like. This is what real energy look like. This is what real certifieds look like. And by all accounts, y'all, these people are done. Let me tell you the best thing about it, y'all. This is the best thing. Just off top, we've already cost them millions of dollars. The Foundational Black American Boycott has done a powerful thing. Let me tell you something. And this is the realest facts you're going to hear, fam. This 24/7 blackout boycott has already cost the Asian community millions of dollars. From East Coast to West Coast, you're seeing these people close down shops. I just talked to some of my brothers and sisters up north, and they said, hey, look at this, Black Alpha. Stuff closed down. Yes, the hell they did. I'm seeing Brooklyn State, and they're saying everything is shut down everywhere they go. This has been a powerful, powerful time, and foundational Black Americans are the ones really bringing that stuff forth. And you got to love it, y'all. You got to love it because we the ones doing it. Anything that's FBA sponsored is a winner. Anything FBA sponsored is always winning. Y'all check this out right here.
Another year, another Essence Fest disaster. So I feel like we could go through this every year with these festivals or these fests or whatever it be. Soon it'll be FinTech or FinCon or whatever it'll be, right? But for Essence Fest, people are making complaints that the three major like brands they wanted to see, which was BeautyCon, Disney, and Target, the lines were long, were either too long or the fire marshal shut them down or a combination of them both. The other vendors that were there were not vendoring. People was like, it was nothing of substance or they couldn't get anything. And I just feel like this is one of the another things where ownership comes into play because Essence Fest is not owned by Black people. It's owned by Africans now. The man who owns it, you know, made his money, then bought Essence and all that. And it's not geared to what y'all want it to be geared to. But it's also the fact that for these things to come every year, they are always disorganized. For a year of planning, how do y'all be this disorganized in getting the stream and flow of traffic through these huge convention centers and whatnot?
They were scared. That's why. That's because they were scared. I told you, family, they spent the whole year afraid. They were discombobulated Because they was thinking about FBA. That's the reason.
To be reasonable. Like, you got 12 months to plan a week-long or multi-day event, and y'all screw it up every time. And then and the customers don't know better, because despite them being screwed up, and I'm gonna see all these TikToks piling on to what I'm saying, but y'all will still be back next year, or a new group will be back next year making the same content. Like, we just got to decide. Either you're going to support something and go through it, or you're not. But stop giving these people a lifeline and money. Just like cut it off, bro. Another year, another Essence and money. Just like cut it off, bro. Another year, another Essence Fest disaster. Another Essence Fest disaster. Another Essence Fest disaster. So I feel like we could go through this every year with
another Essence Festival disaster. Damn, a disaster is the worst damn thing, but you can take it how you like it.
So I feel like we could go through this every year with these.
Damn right. Damn right. They know what it is, family, and we know what it is. That's the best part about it. They know what it is, and we know what it is. We taking it all out. Love this comment right here, family. Love this comment. New Orleans showed that they ain't just a bunch of Haitians, did they? No. They ran the Haitians and the Jamaicans and the Africans and everybody out of there. That's a damn good comment. Absolutely. That's the way we've been pushing, family. This blackout has been so powerful, y'all. So powerful. But let me tell everybody this, family. This is one of the most important things, fam. Don't forget that before all of this popped off, we ended up making them sue each other. Y'all remember this right here?
AB former Essence Ventures CEO Carolyn Wanga just filed a defamation lawsuit against the company. Let's talk about it. My OG followers already know, if you see me looking down, I'm looking at my notes. If you're not following the Black Test Society, please make sure to do so. This is a space in which pop culture, money, and real life meet. Now, quiet is kept, or maybe not. News broke on Thursday that Carolyn Wanga was filing a defamation lawsuit against her former employers at Essence Ventures. Now, in her lawsuit, Carolyn is stating that she had actually been on leave since March of 2025, and as quiet is kept, when I reported out on the Essence Festival and the nonsense and chaos that was ensuing from last year's festival, someone actually sent me a private DM stating that things were not as they seemed to be and that Carolyn had nothing to do with the planning. Now, I had nothing to substantiate that, but baby, I guess there was some validity in that claim. In her lawsuit, she is saying that she had nothing to do with the chaos that ensued from the festival, and basically stating that because of that very chaotic, crazy festival from last year, it is damaging her reputation and causing her to miss out on future deals. Now,
damaging her reputation? No. Black Americans ruined her reputation. Remember that, family. That was because of us. That was foundational Black Americans who did that. Yes, the hell we did, family. Certified foundational Black Americans, salute yourself again. You the reason why all of that happened. You're the reason why they ended up crashing out. Foundational Black Americans are the reason why she sued them, fam. We done created tether on tether crime. Look at that for the 100th time, y'all. Y'all see what FBA did? Y'all see what we done did again, family? She sued the Essence Festival. Fam, we done made a tether sue a tether. Y'all know we got to be the baddest. We the coldest ones walking. She sued the Essence Festival because we ruined her name in them streets.
Essence Ventures is coming out and they are refuting Carolyn's claims, obviously, and they're saying that her claims in this defamation lawsuit is patently false. They're also claiming that she strategically dropped this lawsuit shortly before the Essence Festival, which is scheduled to take place in New Orleans in a few short weeks. Now, I can see where Carolyn is coming from with her lawsuit, because give the impression that she was stepping down because of how things went with the festival. Carolyn is coming from where
stepping down because of how things went with the festival. Whoa. You did what again?
And is coming from where her lawsuit, because give the impression that she was stepping down because of how things went with the festival.
And the same damn thing happened a year later for foundational Black Americans put you out of business. Let's make this clear, family. Add the Essence Festival to the list Oh, that's crystal clear for you, family. Foundational Black Americans are the ones who did that. The Essence Festival is done because of us. Add the Essence Festival, just another op organization, op festival, op political party, op tether, op mop, and take full responsibility for it, fam. We are the ones who ruined the Essence Festival. She's suing the Essence Festival because delineation made her name dirt in the street. Remember, fam, it wasn't the Essence Festival who ruined her career. It wasn't the Essence Festival who ruined her reputation or her name. It was the fact that we knew that you were a tether and you were being promoted as Black excellence, but you come from a slave selling family. Remember, y'all, right here, we broke the story that she was a slave trader person and she was having things telling us to stop delineating. Well, you try to get FBA to stop delineating, and FBA got your ass fired. And then when you got fired, you tried to sue your employer. And then we fired your employer. So we fired your ass, their ass, all their asses. FBA always passes the test with flying colors. Now you can fly back to wherever the hell you came from and stay over there. This is what we do, man. This is what we do, dog. FBA always wins. We ain't even telling them no more. We just doing it. And we're doing it with style and we making it look extra good. GOOD. Check this out right here, fam. When I say that we cost these people millions of dollars, when I say that these people are so upset, that's exactly what the hell they are. And that's exactly how the hell they should be. You should stay that way. And you're going to be that way. FBA all day.
Black Americans, do you realize you had the power to completely disrupt the system when you decide to pull your money back and remain insular within your community? There's only one ethnic group who holds that power, and that is yours. History proves the American system literally ceases to exist the second Black Americans decide not to play ball. 1867, New Orleans. The city tries to lock us on the segregated horse-drawn streetcars. The community pulls up, floods the tracks, and commandeers the cars themselves. They froze the entire commercial flow of the city until the transit network was forced to desegregate in days. 1904, Richmond, Virginia. 1905, Austin, Texas. Woo! City transit lines enforced segregation. Led by institutional masterminds like Magdalena Walker, our community says, okay, walks off the lines, pulls their capital, and builds their own independent transport networks. In Richmond, they literally bankrupt the entire electric streetcar company in under 12 months. Out of business. Gone. 1930, Chicago, like I mentioned in my previous video. Major retail chains are draining millions from Black neighborhoods but refuse to hire Black clerks. The community launches a "Don't Buy Where You Can't Work" campaign. They choke off the revenue line so fast that corporate executives panicked and surrendered, immediately forcing 2,000 jobs onto the balance sheet. 1953, Baton Rouge, 8-day total bus walkout. By day 3, the bus company was on the news admitting they were facing complete operational liquidation because 80% of their cash vanished overnight. Every single time we implemented a self-imposed ban that kept our capital, our attention, and our labor in our pockets, the system shattered. Which begs the question, were we lulled to sleep by the civil rights movement and the political parties over the last 60 years? Of course we were. We traded raw economic leverage, the power to bankrupt entire industries in the weekend for symbolic political alignment. We gave away our most lethal weapon, our absence. When the system knows your dollar and your votes are guaranteed, they stop respecting your power. So when you have clowns like this talking nonsense and miseducation about who his people are, not realizing they gained a foothold off our backs and our dollar, it's time to show people like him what power looks like. Y'all know what to do.
There they go. There they go. There they go. Shut down. Blackout. 24/7. Our world. This generation. Foundational Black Americans. Who run it? We run it. Who in control? We in control. Y'all know how we do to these people, family. Anytime we put our mind to it, anytime we stand together, we get the job done. And family, we getting the job done, and all these tethers can do is run, but they can't run fast enough, family, because Foundational Black Americans is in here. Y'all look at Godfrey. We found him. Godfrey was at the Essence Festival, y'all. This is why he crashed out. He's seen all those empty seats, and he's used to empty seats because he's got a hell of a lot of empty seats at his non-comedy show. So he was there, and Michelle Obama was there, and Cardi Flea was there, and they all left with the same damn message. If you F with FBA, your ass will be in the unemployment office. Whether you be a tether, whether you be a mop, whether you be a COON, y'all all will go in the same direction. Where's that direction, Black Alpha? That's the hell away from us. Foundational Black Americans holding it down 24/7, 365. All we do is ride. They know what it is, family. They see how we get down, and they see that certified foundational Black Americans run everything. You go ahead and you show me a tether, you show me an op, and they're going to get G-check off top. Fam, that right there is a Buster African. And we FBA, and we push the line, and he ain't nothing but an anchor baby. And we just anchored his ass to the unemployment line. You already know. Certified salute. Love y'all with a passion, baby. Y'all stay good, stay safe, stay vigilant. One love from Black Alpha family. Been another one. Happy FBA Friday. We in the house. We going to be right on back, fam. Keep on coming. Much love and respect. I appreciate everybody. Certified100.com. Make sure y'all go over there, get you the blackouts and every damn thing. Oh, certified salute to Bone, Thugs, and Harmony. Much love and respect for the Hollywood Star Rock and Roll Hall of Fame too, man. You know, I got Foundational Black American, Bone Thugs and Harmony from my place of Ohio. And then I got Outkast from my place of Georgia. So it's just a beautiful thing, fam. It's a beautiful thing when you can be a Northern Southerner, okay? Much love and respect, fam. So I love Georgia. I love Ohio. I love the South. I love the Midwest. I love the East Coast. I love the West Coast. I love everything in between. I love the ancestors. I love the elders. I love the baby boomers, the Gen Xers. Love my millennials, my Gen Zs, Gen Alpha coming up. I just love everything that's foundational Black Americans. Because one thing that we prove on this episode, family, whether your ass be a dusty, musty, always rusty, whether your ass be a doc or a mop, when foundational Black Americans check your ass, we will escort your ass off our block. One love, man. Y'all stay good. Been a good one, fam. I will see you guys in a few days. Enjoy your weekend. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay strong. Certified salute, family. Peace and love, peace and love, peace and love, and one love to everything up above, family. Y'all know, no matter where you go, no matter where you at, that Black is beautiful, and beautiful is always Black. Tupac, bring us home, brother.
I don't care what y'all think. If you whatever the fuck you think you are, and until we own some shit, I'ma call it like it is. How you gonna be a man and we starving? Go ahead. You know? And you can walk by 5 different houses, ain't a man in either one of them motherfuckers. How we gonna be a man? How we gonna be African Americans? And we out here dying. We thugs and we niggas until